Hi there, my name is PinkBro88, and today I have something important to discuss regarding the Batman Arkham series. Suits. Alternate suits. You love them, I love them. We all love the alternate suits of the Batman Arkham series. And so today, I am going to be ranking every single Arkham suit ever. Now I know you're thinking in your head, oh my gosh, these types of videos have been done to death. Okay, I've seen so many Batman suit ranking lists, it's gonna make me sick if I watch another one. Hold on. I'm not just ranking Batman suits. I am ranking every single suit of every single playable character in the Arkham games. We are ranking all of them together. And we are gonna see which suits are the best and which suits are the worst among all the playable characters of the Batman Arkham franchise. Or the main 4 Batman Arkham games. Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins, and Batman Arkham Knight. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, here we are. So the very first suit that we have, the suit that started it all, the OG Batman Arkham Asylum suit. This suit, right, because this is a tier list, this suit, I think that you would be morally required to click off this video if I didn't automatically put this suit in S tier. This is an S tier Batman look. I'd even go so far as to argue that the Batman Arkham suit and the suits in general are in like top 10 Batman suits of all time. There is so much to love about this suit. First of all, the materials. It kind of the thing that's awesome about these suits, or the Arkham suits, is that you can't really tell what material it's made out of. Like, it looks like a rubber-like material, but these materials, they look mysterious and they look high-tech on the suit, if that makes any sense. The gauntlets look great with the sort of like padded knuckles there. The trunks with the belt looks great. The bat symbol. All right, let's talk about this bat symbol. This bat symbol literally looks awesome. I love how it's more of an organic looking bat, if that makes any sense, and I love that they added an additional gusset on the wings of the bat. I think it's, yeah, this is just a very organic looking bat symbol, and I think it fits perfectly with, you know, kind of how, I don't know, organic and natural a lot of the Asylum is, because it's old and decrepit and falling apart. And then, oh my gosh, just the cowl with the longer ears and the way that it's sculpted, and it gives Batman this natural sort of like intense expression. And the boots are amazing. Top down, this is an amazing automatic classic Batman suit. Now we're gonna check out the cape spread, and what I mean by cape spread is what Batman suits look like when they go into the glide animation. How does the cape look, and how does Batman look when he's gliding? That is also gonna play a factor into how we rank this suit. But I already kind of revealed it for this suit. This suit is already an S tier, but let's check out the gliding for it anyway. The cape spread. Okay, I just hopped into a challenge map, but yeah, let's take a look at this cape spread for this outfit. And as expected, it's a nice, wide, beautiful cape spread, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And I just got shot there, but in the game, but you guys aren't gonna hear that. I'm gonna cut out that audio. So yeah. Okay, the next suit that we have is, and the only other alternate look for Batman in this game, is the armored suit for Batman. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of this suit. I think mainly because of the chin strap up here. But I, for one, I am a huge fan of this suit. I think this is a really cool, just armored look for Batman in general. It's kind of hard to do like an armored look for Batman without like over designing it too much, but I think this was a great way to give him a more armored look. And I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like an armored up anime character. And I like how the belt looks, like these huge capsules on the belt area and the extra pouches. And I love the way that the gauntlets look. They look like they're supercharged. And then we also have the boots as well, and it still keeps that trunks look. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is that, like, honestly, I'm fine with the chin strap. The only thing that I don't like is kind of how in the back here, you can see, like, the cowl, like, protruding out, and it gives Batman this huge, thick neck in the back. And I'm not a huge fan of that back, sort of, like, cap part near the back of his cowl. And then the only other thing I don't really like is that, like, they should have just gone with, like, straight trunks. I don't think the sort of, like, crotch piece was needed. But other than that, honestly, I think this is a pretty good suit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit in B tier. I think it's really close to A tier, but it doesn't quite touch it. And oh, you thought we were done? Well, there is one other playable character in Batman Arkham Asylum, and that is, of course, the Joker, so we have to rank his design as well. And the Joker's design in the Arkham franchise is also, I mean, pretty much my same feelings about the Batman Arkham design for Batman, is that, like, this is one of the most iconic Joker designs ever. The spiked hair, the absolutely insane hairline, I mean, just the whole face with his expressions, and the suit. I mean, top down, this is an amazing Joker design. And then all the little details on Joker's outfit, how he's got like little blood marks everywhere near his hands, how he has sort of like a belt and a chain, and then like the belt buckle has his face on it, and then the sort of like dying decrepit flower with like little acid marks on it, and then like the suit's kind of ripped up a little bit. This is an absolutely excellent, amazing look for the Joker. And you know what? Does this touch S tier? That is the question. Honestly, this is, yeah, I say that this Joker design also touches S tier right along with the Batman Arkham design. Okay, and that's it for the alternate looks for Batman Arkham Asylum. Now let's move on to Batman Arkham City. Okay, now we are at the Arkham City suit designs, and who better to start out with than Batman himself. Batman's Arkham City suit, if you were to look up the definition of gaming in the dictionary, you would most likely find a picture of this suit right here, because this is one of the best Batman looks of all time. This is a perfect follow-up to that absolutely amazing Batman Arkham Asylum look for Batman. So this suit has so many things going for it. First of all the little details into it. The slightly adjusted belt with the bigger pouches, the adjusted gauntlets and their symbols, and I think they made them a little bit thicker, and I do like that look for Batman. And then obviously the biggest changes are the cowl sculpt and the bat symbol. The bat symbol on Batman in this game is literally one of the most iconic Batman symbols of all time. Honestly, I think it's top 3. Like, I think it's right up there in terms of iconography with, like, the oval symbol. And then also, another excellent thing that was done with this look for Batman was that you can see that in Arkham Asylum, Batman's cowl, his cape, his boots, and his gloves, and his trunks, they were all colored black. But this time for Arkham City, all of his other, like, features of his outfit, right? He's got the gray bodysuit, and, like, his trunks and his boots, and his gloves are black. But this time for Arkham City, they made Batman's cowl and his cape a slightly dull blue. It almost kind of looks like a really, really dark, like, purple at sometimes, and I really, really love it. So this is absolutely an S tier look for Batman. Now let's check out the cape spread for him to round it out. Alright, now let's take a look at Batman's default Arkham City cape spread. Wow, that is a fantastic cape spread. Great shape, great support, fully covers up Batman's arms and hands. Absolutely S tier cape spread. Yep, Batman's Arkham City suit goes firmly in the S tier category. Alright, on to the next suit. Alright, now let's take a look at Batman's next alternate suit, and we have the animated series Batman suit. This suit, I'm conflicted on this suit, because while this is one of my favorite looks for the character ever, the animated series suit, this suit, for me personally, is really immersion breaking in this game. But ignoring the immersion breaking, this suit is absolutely fantastic. I love the materials that they used on the suit. I love that they gave Batman a unique head sculpt for this and actually made him look like how he looks in the animated series, like his head shape and everything. And I love the belt, the boots. They got his proportions right from the animated series, and they also kind of gave less detail to his cape, kind of like how it has in the cartoon. So this suit is really, really good, but because of the immersion breaking, I'm going to give this suit A tier. Because it's the animated series suit, it's going to go in A tier. Let's check out the cape spread for this suit. Okay, next suit for Batman, we have the 1970s Batsuit. This suit is absolute peak. I absolutely love this suit in this game. I love the materials and textures that are used on this suit, like especially the cowl and cape materials. They look very similar to the materials used for the that are like on the original like Arkham City suit, and I think it looks really good on this outfit. I love the all-yellow belt. I'm not usually... Actually, that's a lie. I was about to say that I'm not a fan of the capsules on Batman Batman utility belts, but that's just wrong. I like the capsules, and I like the pouches on the utility belts. But yeah, the yellow utility belt on this outfit looks fantastic. The trunks, I love the bright blue that they went with for this outfit, the big oval symbol. This suit is absolutely peak from top down. And then also, the absolute cherry on top for this outfit is the white eyes. The white eyes are done insanely well on the 1970s Batman outfit. So yeah, honestly, starting out right now with this outfit, does this go in S? Are we putting this in S? You know what? Because the Batman 1970s suit was done in another game, which we'll get to later on, you know what? I'm putting the 70s suit in S tier. This is an absolute S tier suit. Alright, chat, we are on to the next suit, and oof, this is a tragic one. This is the Year 1 Batman suit. Guys, oh my gosh. I love the Year 1 Batman suit, but the way that this suit is done in Batman Arkham City, this suit is not great. This suit definitely could have been done better. Alright, well, first of all, let's cover the things that I like. I once again like the textures used on the bodysuit. Looks very cloth, very organic. I like the chest symbol. I really love the belt with the pouches and stuff. Very simple, very effective. I like the shape of the gloves, you know, small arm spikes and then a slight cut in the glove. And then the boots look great, and then the cape looks great. However, the problem herein lies in the cowl. What is going on with this cowl? First off, I appreciate that they did white eyes, but I feel like in the Year 1 comic, Batman's ears are slightly bigger than this. And then also, why is this the facial expression on his cowl? He kind of looks like bored. He just kind of looks like, you know, it's fine to be here right now. And I'm pretty sure that in the Return to Arkham versions of, in the Return to Arkham version of Batman Arkham City, like, this suit looks even worse because, like, his actual face looks, like, really, really oily for some reason. And also, I'm not a huge fan of the colors on this suit. I know that this is kind of, more accurate to the comic in terms of, like, the more white-colored belt, but I really would have loved to have seen kind of more of a contrast between the, like, black and gray parts of the suit. And I wouldn't have minded seeing a more yellowish belt either. This belt is like pure white. But other than that, this suit is, I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the way that they did the Year 1 suit. I'm gonna put this suit in, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Alright, and the next suit that we have is Earth 1 Batman. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think that I've ever used this suit ever. However, I'm going to give the suit an honest chance. Let's take an honest look at it. First off, the cowl's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of it, though. I'm not really a fan of kind of like the cut on the side here. And then the ears look a little bit curved in. They look more like horns than bat ears. And I'm not a huge fan of the kind of like more, I don't know, defined nose area. But overall, the facial expression is fine. The bat symbol, I like the actual symbol. I don't like that it looks like a giant sort of plastic chest plate that's like attached there. I mean, it kind of looks cool with how it like attaches the cape, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Actual bodysuit is nice. I kind of like these 3 stitched lines going down the chest area here. That doesn't look bad. Belt honestly looks pretty good. I usually would like a yellow belt to kind of like contrast with the rest of the suit, but overall the black belt here looks nice. Absence of trunks, I'm not a huge fan of that. The gloves look fine. I don't really have anything bad to say about those. Gloves look good. Once again, going down to the knees, I like this sort of leg pattern here. And then the boots, I mean, these are your pretty basic standard Batman boots. I like the detail and kind of little scratches on them. Cape looks good as well. The back of the cowl looks nice. Overall, this suit is okay. But however, I think that a lot of suits kind of outshine this one. So, I mean, this suit's kind of just okay to me. I'm gonna be generous, and I'm gonna put this at like low B tier. Okay, next suit we have for Batman is the Dark Knight Returns suit. This is a really, really, really well done suit. First of all, let's talk about the main attraction of this suit. I personally think is the head sculpt. The head sculpt for this suit looks great. Has sort of like a comic accurate kind of head shape. I love that at the side of the cowl you can kind of see his ears poking through there, so you can really tell that this is like a cloth cowl. I love the sort of like just intense facial expression he has, and then you can see on his lower face that this is definitely an older version of Batman. I love what they did with this head sculpt for this suit. It very clearly shows that this is an older, more experienced Batman, and that it's Dark Knight Returns Batman. I really like the way that they did the chest symbol as well. I feel like sometimes, like, the interpretation of the Dark Knight Returns suit is that they make the chest symbol so big that the bat kind of loses its shape. But this is a really, really good chest symbol for the Dark Knight Returns suit. Once again, love the bodysuit and how its cloth look and the materials that they used for it. And I love that they adjusted the proportions on this bat suit to make him way more muscular because, like, Dark Knight Returns Batman is an absolute tank. He's absolutely huge, so I love that they adjusted the proportions on the suit for this. I love the detail on the cloth, how you can see it like tightening around and stuff. Boots, very standard boots. Gloves look good. I love the short stubby spikes. I prefer longer spikes, but I'm not going to hold that against this suit. Trunks look great, and I really like the belt. I kind of like that it doesn't have like a definite like buckle in the front like other bat suits. I like that it's kind of just like straight pouches, because this version of Batman barely does any sort of theatrics. He just gets in there and does what he does best. And I like that with this suit they decided to go with a lighter they decided to go with a lighter gray for the bodysuit, and then go with a sort of like black for the other features, the cowl, the cape, the gloves, the boots, and the chest symbol. It all looks really, really nice. This is a really, really well-made Dark Knight Returns suit, and you know what? Oof, is this S tier? I'm gonna... Oof, this is tough. This is tough. I really don't have anything bad to say about this suit. You know what? I am actually gonna go S tier for this suit. Okay, everyone. The next suit that we are covering for Batman this is, in my opinion, the big kahuna suit of this game. The Batman Beyond suit. I absolutely love this suit. So let's take a look at it. First of all, I love the pattern and detail that they used on the suit. It looks like it's made out of a futuristic material, and I love the sort of like hexagonal pattern that they did. Really, really like the Batman Beyond chest symbol, how like the sort of hexagonal pattern continues, but then in some parts of the light you can see it, and some parts you can't. Really, really love the belt as well. Basically just your classic belt for the Batman Beyond suit. And I love that what they went for was that this is what Bruce looks like in the suit, and they didn't try and make a sculpt of Terry McGinnis, because, like, I'm going to put up two photos for comparison. All right, this is what Terry McGinnis looks like in the Batsuit, and then this is what Bruce looks like in the Batsuit. Bruce has a way bigger build than Terry does, and I'm really happy that they reflected that in the design for this suit. Like, bro, take a look at the back muscles. Arkham Batman is absolutely, like, has an insane physique. And then, I think the main thing that's kind of divisive about this suit is the face. But honestly, I think this was a really, really, really great way to do kind of like the actual face for the Batman Beyond suit. My only slight complaint was that I think that the eyes are like a little bit too far apart on this suit. But that's honestly the only thing that I really have to complain about. I think that this is an absolutely fantastic way to interpret the Batman Beyond suit. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, I think the arm spikes look great as well. But yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic interpretation of the Batman Beyond suit. And you know what? This suit's going in S tier. Alright, let's check out the cape spread for this suit. Alright, and let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman Beyond suit. And oh my goodness, what a fantastic cape spread. I love that they made the adjustment to actually, like, you know, obviously Batman Beyond doesn't have a cape, he has wings, so I love that the devs actually went the extra mile and they gave the Batman Beyond suit the classic wings that it has in the show. And on top of that, it has great arm and hand coverage during the glide, as you can see. So yeah, Batman Beyond suit, the Arkham City version of it, is going squarely in S tier. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, I realize that I'm throwing out a lot of S tiers now, so I realize I have to be way more sort of like specific with what makes an S tier Batsuit. Alright, hold on, let me lock in real quick. The next suit that we have for Batman is his Sinestro Corps batsuit. First off, this is a really random selection for a batsuit. Like, of all the suits that they include in this game, I'm surprised that they did include the Sinestro Corps suit, but it's definitely a welcome addition. I really like this suit. I like the sort of futuristic material used on it. I like that he actually does have the ring on his hand, as you can see. I really like the cowl for this suit. This might be my favorite cowl in this game besides the normal cowl, because the wide eyes are done extremely well. The sort of natural kind of like scowl that it is going on, and then it has nice sort of like medium length ears. And plus, check out the neck and shoulder muscles on the cowl also look really good. But the mask, like that whole like shoulder piece part, doesn't protrude out too much. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about this suit, other than I don't know about this like dirty look for the suit. I would kind of prefer if it was more of like a brighter yellow, like how the rest of the Sinestro Corps is. But I guess the kind of dirtied look for this suit matches up with like the vibe of Arkham City and makes it stand out less. But yeah, honestly, this is a really great suit, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. This suit, I'm gonna put this suit in A tier. Okay, everyone, moving on to the final bat suit for Batman in this game, we have the Batman Incorporated bat suit. All right, let's start. Let's start from the top, and then let's go down for this suit. The top, this is a great cowl for Batman. I really like this cowl. Nice scowl expression, great medium length ears. Love the way that they defined the shoulder and neck muscles on this cowl, and it looks very sleek along the rest of the suit. Chest symbol, I like the oval chest symbol. I would have preferred if it was like stitched into the suit, but it being this oval symbol, like it's okay. I really like the gray bodysuit. I like the material that they use for it and the details, and I like the kind of lines going down the side towards the belt. The belt is really cool. I like the like bat symbol that's on the chest and the belt. I'm a fan of that kind of design for the suit. And I like the pouches, but the kind of mechanical look for the belt. Gloves look great. I really like the sort of like knuckle design there. And then also, I mean the boots look fine as well. The little armor piece on there is a little bit weird to me, but that's fine. And then the cape looks good as well. However, the problem with this suit is the giant metal, like, soldered on crotch piece that they went with for this Batman Incorporated suit. This completely kills all of the momentum of this suit. I don't know why this is the design for this suit, but like it completely just really hurts the suit. And as you can see, it's not even like a full... No, actually, it's only the crotch piece. There's not even like a full trunks situation going on. So yeah, I really don't know why this suit has the giant crotch piece in the middle of it. But yeah, that really brings this suit down. This is honestly, this is going in B tier for this suit. Let's go on to the next playable character. Okay, next up we have Catwoman in her classic Arkham City design. See, this is like top 3 Catwoman designs of all time, and I'm actually so serious about that. Top down, this Catwoman design is amazing. Let's start with the head part. First of all, the headpiece, right? All the detail on there. The goggles, and also the goggles actually have a strap on them. I'm pretty sure that her Arkham Knight look doesn't have the strap, but we're not talking about that one right now. I love the short little puff of hair that they did out of her, like sort of a Catwoman. I guess you could call this like a cowl because it's not a helmet. I like the little puff of hair that they did out of that. To sort of like fill in the face area more. I love that they gave her these bright green eyes. Love the makeup look for her. The necklace piece with the cat, with the actual like cat like jewelry piece looks fantastic. And I love the red lenses on the Catwoman goggles. Honestly, this is my personal favorite look for Catwoman of all time. it really doesn't get too much better than this design for Catwoman. And also, I love all the details on the bodysuit, how it's like, it's this very intricate design. They very could have easily just have given this like a solid design where it's just one whole bodysuit and no other details on it. But this is a case where the actual like line and detail work on a suit actually works really well for the suit. And I like the boots as well. Heels look cool. And then I also really like, I don't know if we'll be able to see this, like, I like the sort of, actually, it doesn't really show off the claws too much on the hands, but I like that she actually has, like, knuckles on her gauntlets as well. The only thing I guess you could criticize about this design is that I don't really see a huge point in the sort of side straps on the bodysuit here. But, I mean, other than that, this is an absolute... And also, hold on, these arm parts, these metal arm parts are kind of strange. But other than that, I mean, this is my favorite ever design for Catwoman. This is an absolutely awesome design for her. This is top 5 or top 3 Catwoman designs ever made. So, yeah, this Catwoman design is going easily into S tier. And since, well, Catwoman doesn't have a cape, we don't have to do a cape spread for her. So, let's just go on to the next design for her. Okay, next design for Catwoman, we have Long Halloween Catwoman. This design, I'm a little conflicted on this one because, the Long Halloween has amazing art, and Catwoman looks great in that comic, but I'm not exactly sure if it translates that well here. Because the proportions for Catwoman in this game versus, the way that they did it in this game versus the comic are very different. And I feel like it would have helped to change the proportions of this, like, Catwoman's proportions a little bit to match up with the comic, similar to how they did with the Dark Knight Returns suit with Batman. But other than that, we still have a pretty solid suit here. I do like the sort of, like, pull-up boots and the wrinkles on there. I think that that's really cool. Same thing with the gloves. And I actually really like the addition of the bracelets on the suit as well. That's a really, really nice touch. I like the actual purple look of this suit. However, the problem I have is kind of with the cowl. I'm really not a huge fan of the cowl for Catwoman. I know it's supposed to come off as, like, a more... I guess it can come off as, like, a more organic, like, cat look, right? But, like, I'm sorry, but the ears just do not work for me on this outfit. It reminds me more of, like, she's trying to be, like, a purple goblin woman. This doesn't really scream Catwoman to me. And then also, they changed, like, something about the face sculpt for Catwoman on this outfit, and I'm not a huge fan of that. And then also, yeah, just the general look of the cowl, I'm just really not a huge fan of. So, this suit... Honestly, this suit is going to go in C tier for me. I don't really enjoy this suit too much. The next design we have for Catwoman, though, is a banger. Out of all the animated series suits, this is probably the least immersion breaking out of all of them. I mean, it still breaks immersion with the little bit of cell shading that it has on, but this is a really, really well done, interpretation of the animated series Catwoman suit. I love that they actually put, like, detail on the suit, and they gave her, like, this sort of triangle pattern on the suit. I think that really makes the suit kind of pop. I love the golden belt that she has. I really like the boots and the gloves. And then the sort of, like the front, like, the facial part of the mask is black, but then the rest of it is like gray with the Catwoman cowl. Looks great. I like that it's all one piece, too, so it actually looks like a cowl that she can pull on and off. I really like the sort of face sculpt that they did here. And then also the ears look great. I don't really have anything bad to say about this animated series Catwoman suit. Honestly, out of all the animated series designs in this game, I think they did this one the best for Catwoman. So yeah, this Catwoman animated series suit, this is going to go... I'm going to put this suit along with the Batman the Animated Series suit for Batman in A tier. Okay, the next character that we have is Robin in Arkham City. So, yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this design. I mean, the thing that I like, first of all, I think the highlight of this outfit is probably the cape with the hood. Robin with the hood up, whoever came up with that idea for the design, I hope that they were promoted, because this is an absolutely amazing look for Tim Drake Robin. Having this sort of, like, hooded look and the sort of, like, half cape look, but then still with the yellow inside, looks really, really awesome. And I like the Robin, like, shirt with the detail on it and the symbol. I like how it's kind of more of a silver symbol rather than the yellow one. I really like the gauntlets. They're sort of really thick gauntlets, but they look really tough. Really like the belt with all the sort of little pouches on there. The pants, however, the lower half of the outfit is a little bit weaker. These pants, these kind of look more like sweatpants than they do like crime fighting pants, if that makes any sense. And these boots, I don't know why, these feel like the boots that like someone would wear in like a Fallout game or something. These boots are okay. But, and then the mask is really cool for Robin. Face sculpt is great. Honestly, this is a pretty good design for Robin. Okay, the next outfit that we have for Robin is his animated series look. I feel like the lighting in this character trophy selection doesn't really do the suit justice. But overall, this is a very nice look for Robin. I really like what they did with the hair. The face sculpt looks really nice. I basically have the same thoughts on this as I do all the other animated series suits. I think this is a really nice interpretation of the animated series suit, and I love that they brought it into the game. However, it's a little immersion breaking, and I don't really find myself selecting this suit too often. That being said, this is an iconic look for this character, and they did an excellent job bringing it into this game. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and put this Robin suit, along with the default Robin outfit, in B tier. Alright, the last suit that we have for Robin in Arkham City is his red Robin suit. And holy peak, this suit looks amazing. Let's start with the top. First of all, I love the cowl and how they put like little scratches and details on there. I love how it's very sleek and blends right in with the cape. Doesn't have any sort of like protruding whatsoever. I like the cut on the side of the cowl here. Love the wide eyes. Looks fantastic. Face sculpt looks great too. Chest symbol with all the different kind of capsules and stuff looks amazing. I love this red shirt that they did. I love how it's all kind of dirty and like scratched up and stuff. It looks like it really like matches the vibe of Arkham City, which is kind of just, I don't know, just like dirty and grimy, and it fits really well in this game. Like, honestly, if Robin showed up in the game and he was wearing this suit instead, I wouldn't have batted an eye. It fits that well into this game. Gloves look really nice. The belt looks really nice. I like the golden buckle that matches with the chest symbol. The chest symbol looks really nice as well. And then I like the contrasting gray pouches rather than going with the traditional yellow pouches. And then not really too much to say about the lower half. It's basically just black pants with black boots. But I do like the pattern on the boots. And then I really like that they gave Robin a longer cape for his Red Robin outfit. Overall, I really have nothing bad to say about this Red Robin outfit. This was a really, really well done outfit for Robin, and I'm glad that it's in this game. Honestly, this is going in S tier. Yep, I'm putting the Red Robin Arkham City outfit in S tier. Okay, the next character that we have is Nightwing. So, here's how I imagine the conversation went in the development room when they were making this skin, right? Okay, here we go. Hey everyone. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hey, so I hear we're designing Nightwing today for Arkham City, and do you guys feel like making Peak like one of the best Nightwing designs ever?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Let's do it.
You guys are interested in doing that?
Yes.
For sure.
Okay, excellent. Let's do that. And then this suit was created because this look for Nightwing is, in my opinion, like top 5 best Nightwing looks ever. I have almost nothing negative to say about this suit. Let's start from the top. First of all, the hairstyle for Nightwing is awesome. I love that they kind of gave him this like sort of like messed up hair bang look. The mask, I love the spiked mask on all 3 sections, left, right, and middle. I love the face sculpt that they did for him. And then the actual bodysuit. First of all, I love that they kind of went with like a Jim Lee Hush Nightwing look, and they had the symbol go all the way down to his 2 middle fingers. Those are my favorite type. That's my one of my favorite design choices for Nightwing's suit. And then I love the chest symbol, how sort of dramatically like the bird symbol is made. I really like the sleekness and the detail of the black bodysuit, although it looks like more of like a dark gray rather than black. And then, yeah, the boots look very nice, too. And then, like, the lines in the going across this suit, this is a, like, suit done right, because this Nightwing goes right alongside Arkham Batman. I love that when they designed the characters, like, or all the Bat family characters, Nightwing and Robin, they actually designed them, like, matching up with Batman's suit. So they all look like they were made by, like, the same technology. I really like that they did that. The only complaint that I have with this suit is that there's a bunch of these bolts in the design. It's not that big of a deal, on the mid arms here, and then the back, it doesn't really matter. Oh, also, I really like that they have, like, little, like, sockets where you can put his batons. That's really, really cool. However, I have a problem with the bolts on the chest here and on the shoulders, just because the symbol looks so clean. But then I love the color on the symbol. That's honestly my only complaint with this suit, is that the bolts on the shoulders and the chest are not really that necessary, but it doesn't really take that much away from how absolutely peak this design is. So this Nightwing design, even with the bolt design, I'm going to go ahead and put this design for Nightwing in S tier. Alright, let's go to the next suit. Alright, ending off Arkham City, we have the only other suit for Nightwing that they added in this game, which was his animated series suit, or in this case, this is technically his new Batman Adventures look. So, overall, this is a very nice look. I pretty much have the exact same thing to say about this as I do the other animated series suits. A little immersion breaking, but still a great way to adapt the design into the game. I like the way that it's like the classic bird symbol done here, and then I like the material that they used on the suit. However, I'm a little disappointed because you can see that he has like short hair in the back here, but those that watch the new Batman Adventures know that Nightwing had a giant mullet. Like, he didn't have short hair like this. I'm assuming that they made this design choice just to give him short hair so that they wouldn't have to, like, animate physics for, like, Nightwing's mullet, which I understand, but still a little disappointing that the mullet didn't show up. Overall, I give this look for Nightwing. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a B tier. It's nothing standing out to me, but there's nothing awful either. Alright, let's move on to the next game, I believe. Arkham Origins. Okay, moving on to Arkham Origins, we now have Batman's default suit in Arkham Origins. And oh my goodness, this suit is peak. I'm not usually a fan of like designs where Batman is like super duper armored, but they did it beautifully in this game. And it makes sense for this game, since in this game Batman's only in his second year of crime fighting. But I mean, there is so much to love about this suit. First off, the cowl. The cowl looks really nice with the sort of like armored neck piece. The chest symbol looks really awesome. It looks very similar to like his Arkham City logo, but it also looks slightly different. So, you know, it shows like change in the symbol over time. The ab area is pretty cool with like the armor. It's kind of cool, like looking at this suit, you know that like he's wearing some stuff under it. I think that the belt looks really cool with the sort of big buckle, and then also the different, the different sized pouches. And then also right now, I have the shot gloves on, but the gauntlets on this outfit look really nice as well. They're big, thick gauntlets, but they're done really, really well. And then the boots on this outfit look really nice as well. And I actually like what they did with this outfit where, yeah, they didn't give it trunks, which is fine, but what I'm trying to talk about is the color scheme for this outfit. They sort of went with a gray look and like a light gray look for the actual bodysuit part of the outfit, but then the darker parts of the outfit, like the gauntlets, the cowl, the cape, and the chest symbol, they did a darker gray on that. So they didn't go full black, they just did a darker gray, which in this game, I think it works very, very well. So yeah, overall, this is an amazing suit for Arkham, or for Batman in this game. Amazing default suit. Now let's take a look at the cape spread, actually, since, you know, we're in game, so we can just take a look, go right into it. And the cape spread for this suit is absolutely amazing. Huge, giant bat wing spread, great arm and hand coverage, because we don't want any hands sticking out. And yeah, I really have nothing to say about the cape spread. Let me get in better light here. So yeah, overall, my ranking for the Arkham Origins default suit, you know what? This suit's going in S as well. I know I'm throwing out a lot of S's. I gotta be more picky about it. Anyway, on to the next suit. Let's go. Okay, the next suit that showed up, we have the Blackest Night Bat suit. Overall, I actually really, really like this suit. I think that the extra details that they put on this suit are really, really awesome. First off, right, like the ab area, it looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the ab area looks like damaged and like uneven, so it reinforces the fact that Batman is a zombie. I really like the sort of, like, tight look that they did for the outfit, highlighting, like, this really, like, strange sort of, like, I don't know, physique for this, Black Lantern version of Batman. I love what they did with the face. They gave him this zombie face with these, like, blacked out eyes and then, like, blue pupils. These, like, pale blue pupils. Love the cowl. I love the shoulder spikes on this outfit. And then I love the gloves. You guys can't see it that well, but he does have the Black Lantern ring on with the, and also the ends of the gloves, like the fingertips, they're spiked, and I think that looks really cool. Arm spikes look really nice. Boots look really nice with spikes on them as well, which I think that's really cool. The belt is okay. I'm not a huge fan of how disconnected it is because I think the buckle looks a little weird here. And then also no trunks is a bit of a loss. But overall, this suit is really, really cool. Let's take a look. Oh, and also the chest symbol looks awesome too. It's kind of an Alex Ross looking chest symbol, which I'm always a fan of with the Black Lantern logo in the middle of it. I think it looks great. Anyway, let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. And as you can see, the cape spread, still great hand and arm coverage, so there's no arms sticking out. And I also really like the sort of torn up ends of the cape, and it makes sense since this version of Batman is literally undead. So overall, my ranking for the Blackest Night suit for Batman Arkham Origins, I'm gonna put this suit in A tier just because of the extra mile that the devs went on all the details. All right, on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have for Batman in Arkham Origins is the Long Halloween suit. And honestly, this is a really, really great suit. I love that they went, obviously, with the longer ears for the cowl. Since Batman's ears, his cowl, his ears are really long in the Long Halloween comic. I really like the chest symbol that they did for this outfit. I do like the belt. I think the pouches are pretty cool. I don't know if that belt buckle, though, is the exact thing that's used in the comic, but honestly, I think that it's fine. The belt buckle. I really, really like the gloves. Nice classic gloves with good length spikes. I really like the cape as well, the way it falls kind of naturally on Batman. Only slight criticism I have with this outfit is that you can kind of see at the side there that the cowl and the shoulder piece is like one big piece, and it kind of sticks out a little bit when you look at it from the side like that. But that's kind of a minor nitpick. I like the bodysuit and the details that they did for the outfit on this. The trunks look cool. I like that they went with a longer look for the trunks. I think that really works for this outfit. And then the boots look really nice as well. Oh, and let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. And the cape spread for this outfit, great arm and leg coverage. Let's go ahead and glide again so we can get another look at the sort of ends of the cape, the gussets. Let's get another glide in. Yeah, and you can see it's sort of a big spike area. I would have liked the spread of the cape to be a little bit wider, but overall I really like that they did the spiked look just like how he has in the comic for this suit. Overall, this is a very, very nice suit for Batman, the Long Halloween. This is a very nice suit that Batman has, his Long Halloween bat suit. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and put this in, honestly, I'm going to put this in B tier. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, taking a look at the next suit that we have for Batman in Batman Arkham Origins, we have his Red Sun bat suit. I'm going to be honest, I don't really wear this suit a lot, but there's some things to like about this suit. I really do like the sort of hat that he has on. I'm not sure about the sort of like blue like dot or like pearl or whatever that is in the middle of it. I feel like that kind of throws off the design a little bit. I am a fan of the chest symbol. I think the chest symbol looks cool. The like belt looks really cool. I like the sort of holster that he has and how different it looks. I like the sort of puffier look for this outfit. Where you know, obviously he's in a cold environment in the Red Sun comic, so this outfit is perfect for this game as well. I like the gloves. I like the sort of dirty look that this outfit has, because I'm pretty sure this version of Batman in the Red Sun comics, he's not a billionaire. He's like a poor individual, so it makes sense that his outfit would be dirty. The pants, I'm not a huge fan of the pants, to be honest. I'm not a fan. And then, like, the boots, they're like normal run-of-the-mill boots. Not really much to say about that. I like that he has the sort of like these almost like steel, shiny-looking arm spikes, but then these like leather gloves. I like that. The cape is okay. Actually, you can kind of see that they separated the, like, neck area and the cape, so you can kind of see, like, a disconnect there, but it's not really that big of a deal. And then I like that there's also kind of, like, dirt on the cape as well. We can very clearly see that this is, like, a poorer version of Batman, from the Red Son comic. So, I mean, overall, this outfit's pretty solid. I wouldn't really wear it that much, though. And also this stitched, ear look. This stitched ear look is actually very interesting. It makes sense because, like, who would, you know, he probably had to make this himself with the, because, like, who would sell, like, this type of hat with bat ears stitched on it? No one. So, overall, this is a pretty cool outfit. I personally wouldn't wear it that much, though. Let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and take that again. Let's go ahead and get another look at that. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, not a huge fan of the cape spread for this outfit, not gonna lie. I like that there's like a hole in the cape. I think that that's a cool detail, but we have very obvious arms and hands sticking out when he goes to glide, and for me, that's a big no-no when I'm putting on a Batman suit, so that definitely takes it down for this suit. Overall, this Red Son Batman suit is just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit in... Honestly, this is going to go in C tier. Actually, no. Actually, I would never wear this suit. You know what? This suit, I think it's going to be our very first D tier of the whole video. This suit is really not my favorite. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, next up we have another Elseworlds Batman outfit, and this time it's his Gotham by Gaslight outfit. First of all, well, yeah, let's just start from the top down. I do like the cowl for this outfit. It makes sense because this is like a Victorian-era Batman that he wouldn't have wide eyes with his outfit. So I kind of appreciate that they sort of gave him like a wider kind of eye lens for this outfit. I really, really like this shoulder area with like an extra thing hanging over for the cape. I think that that's really cool. I really like the heavily stitched on bat symbol and then the rope kind of securing his cape. And then how, like, the cowl and the cape are, like, two separate pieces. You can clearly see that with the outfit. I think that's really cool. Love the material that they used with this suit. It's, like, wool or something like that. Or it appears to be. And I think that looks really cool. Really like the belt for this outfit. I think that, like, the knives at the side? Those are really cool. And then the pouches on the side. Very, very well done belt for this outfit. Gloves are fine. The boots are fine. The pants are okay. Not a fan of, like, the stitching and kind of, like, the crotch area there. I think, that's okay or whatever. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this suit. The stitching on the front of the cowl, I don't know if that's comic accurate. I think it probably is, but I'm not the hugest fan of that. But overall, this suit is okay. However, this is another suit that I would not really wear that much. But I do like that it seems they added separate physics between, like, this shoulder piece and the cape piece. So I think that's really good. Yeah, let's take a look at the cape spread before I give my final judgment. Okay. The cape spread on this suit, there's excellent arm and hand coverage, so you don't have any arms or hands sticking out of this outfit. However, I was not a fan of the shape just now of that cape. Let's go ahead and take that again. Alright, let's go ahead and take that again with another glide. Yeah, really, really, really not a fan of the silhouette that this glide is creating. So that's honestly going to take the suit down a little bit for me. But overall, this is a pretty great interpretation of the Gotham by Gaslight suit. However, it's not really a suit that I would wear that much. I'm going to go ahead and put this suit in B tier. Okay, the next suit that we have for Batman is his new 52 graphic suit. I know that there's another version of this suit that's like a more silver version of that, and that kind of brings the outfit up a little bit. But honestly, that doesn't really do much of a difference for me with this outfit. But anyways, let's get into it. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of this. What is it? The cowl. I'm not really a huge fan of all the lines in there. The ears kind of curving like inward and forward is not my favorite kind of silhouette look for Batman. Yeah, that doesn't really make a good silhouette. The back of the neck design is interesting. I do like how the cape drapes over his shoulders like that. Also, with this outfit, the chest symbol is really cool. I do like the chest symbol for this outfit. Gauntlets are pretty cool. Not a fan of this, this almost coffin shape sticking out of the gloves. I'm not a fan of that. The belt's pretty cool. No trunks, that's definitely... I know that this outfit has, like, had no trunks, but I feel like the new 52 outfit, I feel like it needed trunks. I feel like if it had trunks, it would have been, like, a really good outfit. But, like, now the new 52 outfit, I think it's just kind of okay. There you can kind of see, like, the bat knee pads. Those are okay. And then you have the sort of more grayed out black boots. Overall, the new 52 suit, this suit is okay. I'm not really a huge fan of this suit, and I feel like there's other better suits that you can kind of wear. But anyway, let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit. Okay, hold on. That's actually a surprisingly good cape spread. Let's go ahead and take that again. Wow, okay. Surprisingly, it's been so long since I've worn this suit, but surprisingly, the new 52 suit actually has a really nice cape spread. So that's honestly going to bring it up a little bit. Great arm and hand coverage. Yeah, it creates a great silhouette. So honestly, that brings it up a little bit. But actually, it's not going to bring it up that much. The new 52 suit, overall, I mean, the cape spread was really good, but then the rest of everything about this suit is just kind of okay. So overall, the new 52 suit, even though it has a good cape spread, it's going to go ahead and be in C tier. Alright, the next outfit that we have for Batman is his Batman Noel outfit. This outfit is literally perfect for this game. I mean, the outfit's literally called Batman Noel, and it's from the Noel comic, which takes place during winter time. So this is a fantastic outfit to wear for this game, and in my opinion, it's really well adapted. I like the sort of, like, detailed look on the cowl like this, like, at the side. You can see they kind of did some line detail there. The short, sort of curved-in ears actually work for me for this outfit. And the shoulder area, I mean, it's fine. I don't really have anything to complain about there. But I do like how with the shoulder area, they still very clearly defined what the bat symbol looks like. And the bat symbol's pretty strong on this outfit. Honestly, I know people usually have a problem with the angular abs when they review this suit, but honestly, I think those look fine. And then also, I really like the gloves on this suit. Love how it's pointed up to the shoulders, but then also it has thick pointed spikes. I think that looks really nice. The belt is honestly okay. I feel like the belt could use a stronger front buckle than what it has. I like the rings hanging off the side. Seems like he's, I don't know, pulling heavy equipment or something. The trunks are okay. Not a huge fan of the line design on those. And then the knee pads and boots are fine. This suit, I kind of like the extra padding on it because, you know, this, like, takes place during winter time. So Batman's going to need extra padding so he's not cold out there. So, yeah, overall, the Batman Noel suit, this is a pretty solid suit. Let's take a look at the cape spread. Alright, we're going in the glide mode. Yeah, okay. Very good arm and hand coverage. And then the cape spread creates an interesting silhouette for Batman. Not my favorite silhouette, but definitely not a bad one either. Overall, the Batman Noel suit, this is going to be a solid B tier suit for Batman. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, the next suit we have is a very unique one, the Batman 1 Million suit. I personally am a huge fan of this suit. I really like this suit, and let me tell you why. I know people say that Batman looks like a Power Ranger in this outfit a little bit, but, like, is that a bad thing, though? This suit looks really nice. First of all, let's start with the cowl. I actually like how the ears are kind of slicked back. It does look less like a bat, but I still think it looks very nice. I love the sort of scowl, like, angry expression that they did on the cowl for this outfit. And also, the wide eyes on this outfit look amazing. The expression that, like, this outfit has, you can see Batman, like, emoting with the wide eyes. It looks fantastic. The actual bat symbol, I like how it kind of gives these big shoulder pads, but as you can see, the shoulder pads are kind of like, I know that this is supposed to be like a futuristic bat suit, but the shoulder pads are kind of like floating, and then also the bat symbol's not really my favorite. And then also, this suit is kind of glitched a little bit. I am on PC, so I'm not sure if it's meant to be on PC, but whatever. You can kind of see that, like, the cape is floating a little bit. There's kind of a lot of floating parts with this outfit. The belt is really cool. I like how it's surrounded by capsules. It looks very detailed, very nice. Gloves are really cool. Love the double fins right there. I feel like this would have been cool with trunks, and then also the boots are fine as well. Bodysuit is also very nice. Overall, I think that the cowl of this outfit, because it's like a full face cowl, and I love full face cowls, I think that kind of hard carries this outfit a little bit. But before I get my final ranking, let's take a look at the cape spread here. Okay, this cape spread also kind of suffers from the same issue as the what is it? The Gotham by Gaslight suit. The cape spread honestly kind of creates an ugly silhouette that I'm not really a fan of. I mean, it's good arm and hand coverage, but overall, I'm going to have to give the Batman 1 million suit, even though I love the cowl. This is going to have to go in C tier for the ranking. Yeah. Okay, next we have Batman Dark Knights of the Round Table. This suit is very, very, very unique. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of the cowl. Not a fan of that. I do like the red and blue coloration that this outfit has, and I do like the red eyes on the outfit. And yeah, but I'm not a huge fan of the cowl. I like that they put chainmail like in his neck area, in between like the joints of the armor and stuff. I think that that's a really nice touch. And they also put chainmail as the legs. However, the boots of this outfit look silly. And also the chainmail of the legs, I actually don't like how much chainmail there is on the legs. I don't know, that looks kind of weird. And then also, I don't know, this is just a kind of strange looking outfit. I like the shoulder pads and the bat symbol, but that's kind of all that I really like about this outfit. This isn't really a huge outfit for me, and I would not really wear this outfit a lot. Let's take a look at the cape spread. Let's see if that'll bring it up any at all. Wow! Oh, hold on. I need to see that again. Wow, okay. The Dark Knights of the Round Table suit has an absolutely fantastic cape spread. Maybe the best one we've seen so far from the Arkham from the Arkham Origins bat suits. Wow. The cape spread is really, really good, but it doesn't really bring it up that much, I would have to say. I'm still gonna have to go ahead and put this suit in, like, gosh, like, I would not really wear this suit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit in D tier as well. This is not really that fantastic of a suit. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have Thrill Killer Batman. This is also a very unique suit. First off, I'm not a huge fan of the shorter cape for this bat suit. I don't know if that's comic accurate, but I think a longer cape would have really helped this outfit. I don't usually go for an all-black look on a bat suit, but overall, this is actually a pretty nice all-black look. Really, really like the belt on this outfit. The heavier pouches are decent, and I do like that they put the oval bat symbol as the belt buckle. However, the actual bat symbol on the chest, I'm really not a fan of. I think the wings going like skinnier and then wider looks kind of weird. The cowl starts out nice until you get to the chin part. This chin strap is just too much for me. However, the thing that really hurts this outfit, in my opinion, is the comically long boots that go all the way up to like his upper thighs, and then also the super long gloves. And they look like rubberized, like he dipped his hands in like liquid rubber, and then that's how his gauntlets got made. Really, really not a fan of that part. So far, I'm not a huge fan of the design of this suit. I do like the texture on the cape, though. It looks like it's like a pure leather texture. Like this sort of like super black coloration for the cape looks interesting. All right, let's take a glide test, or let's see the cape spread. Okay, not a bad cape spread. A little bit of hand exposure, but nothing to be too concerned about. However, it kind of creates a really small silhouette, and it's not really that, it doesn't really look that good. So honestly, the Thrill Killer Batman suit, I'm gonna have to put this in D tier. There's not really a lot that I like about this suit. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the Dark Knight suit for this game, which is basically just the Arkham Origins suit, but with a black recolor and with a slight golden tint on the belt. I mean, I'm pretty much giving this my same review as I did of the Arkham Origins suit, except I think the coloration actually brings this down a little bit. I think it hurts some of the detail of the outfit. The only thing that I kind of like about this suit more than the Arkham Origins suit is that I actually do like the gold pattern that they did with the belt. But yeah, that's pretty much my review for this suit. I'll probably put it at the same ranking as the Arkham Origins suit, maybe a little bit lower. You'll probably see on screen right about now. But yeah, this suit's fine. All right, next bat suit. Okay, the next suit that we have is the first appearance Batman suit. I mean, first off, I like the cowl. I think they did a great job adapting the first appearance cowl. I really like the purple gloves. I mean, the belt is classic, exactly like how it looked in the comic. Bat symbol's pretty cool, pretty classic. I actually like what they did with the bat symbol. They made, like, into an actual bat, like, and they gave it the bat, like, the ears, is what I'm trying to say. Because in the original comic, the bat doesn't have ears. You kind of just see the wings. So I actually like what they did with the symbol for this version of the outfit. And just your kind of standard issue black trunks and black boots for this outfit. I mean, not really too much to say. I like the material that they used on the bodysuit. And then, yeah, a big criticism of mine on this outfit is the short cape. First off, the cape doesn't really drape around his shoulders, which I think is a loss, because there's multiple shots in the original Batman comics where Batman does have the cape drape around his shoulders. So I feel like not having the cape drape at least a little around the shoulders is a bit of a miss here. And also, I don't like the shorter cape. I always prefer a longer cape with Batman. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the cape spread. Ah, oh my goodness gracious. Let's get another look at that, people. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, doing another glide. Yikes. Oh, this is horrible. Wow. So, the first appearance suit has by far the worst cape spread in the entire game. I mean, that was really bad. Obvious arms and hands sticking out, and the cape barely made a triangle shape, okay? That is not good. When we go for a Batman glide, we want a full bat wings cape spread, not a half cape spread. So, cape spread's really, really bad for this suit. Gosh, I don't know where to put this suit. Honestly, this suit's going in D tier. I think that there are better versions of the first appearance suit. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the Brightest Day Batman suit. And, this is a really unique suit that they added in. First off, I think that this suit low-key has the best cowl in the game. Really thick, long ears, looks really cool, and then the cowl sculpt looks really, really nice. It does protrude out a little bit like the long Halloween suit, but that honestly not as much. It doesn't bother me as much. I like the White Lantern chest symbol. I kind of would have, I assume this is fully comic accurate, so yeah, there's that. And then I really like the gloves right here. I like the sort of like silver part around the upper part of the gloves, and then it goes into a more sort of like white silver part. Love the belt for this. Love a classic belt buckle and classic pouches for Batman's outfit. Love that they went with a slightly gray design to keep Batman's trunks, and then the boots look really nice as well. And also, I really like these three lines going down the suit. I actually think it adds to the suit, and it looks nice. It's not like unnecessary lines, in my opinion. And then I love how the cape is long and drapes down to the ground. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about this suit. And then also, is he wearing the White Lantern ring? Yes, he is. You can see, I can't get a good angle of it, but okay, there it is. You can see that Batman is wearing the White Lantern ring, and I always love that detail. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit. Okay, not bad, not bad. Overall, that's a strong cape spread for the Batman suit. Great arm and hand coverage, we always want that. However, I assume that's accurate to the comic where he doesn't have the gussets on the cape, and it's just a straight up cape. He doesn't have like the spikes or the gussets on it. I would have preferred it to have the gussets on though, because it kind of looks like right now when you go into a glide, it looks like the Arkham City Batman cape spread, except without the spikes at the end of it. And honestly, I think that just makes it okay. But overall, this is a very solid suit. I'm going to go ahead and put the Brightest Day Batman suit in B tier. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have for Batman is Earth 2 Batman. This suit is weird. I'm really not a fan of it. There's not a lot that I like about this suit. The cowl's okay. Creates a nice silhouette. I think the face sculpt is nice on that. So they did a good job with the cowl. However, this, like, layered shoulder area is not my favorite. The bat symbol doesn't really look good for this outfit either. It looks like it's sort of like the wings got chopped off. I do like the actual belt for this outfit, though. I think the pouches with the oval bat symbol look nice. Not a fan of the gloves. I like the batons on the what is it, on the belt as well. However, these like yellow straps on the legs, I really don't feel like, I feel like they're kind of pointless on this outfit, so not really a fan of those. And then also, the boots, the knee pads having the bat symbol is a nice touch, but then the boots aren't really that special either. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's see the cape spread for this outfit. Oh, this is, alright, let's get another look at that. Okay, let's take another look at the cape spread for the Earth 2 Batman outfit. Oh, yeah, not my favorite. I don't know if it's intentionally supposed to be messed up, the kind of ends of the cape like that, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I think there's better ways to kind of mess up the cape if you want to give it like a more messy look. There was good arm and feet, or arm and hand coverage, not arm and feet coverage, I don't know why I said that. There was good arm and hand coverage on the cape spread, but overall, this is really not a good bat suit. I'm really not a fan of this. Honestly, this is going to be our, this is going to go in D tier. Yeah, I'm going to put this suit in D tier. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have for Batman in Arkham Origins is the Earth 2 Dark Knight suit. This is the one worn by Thomas Wayne, and this suit is a banger. Alright, let's start with the top. Cowl sculpt's really nice. Really nice ears, makes a really nice silhouette. Amazing red eyes that they did. I love that they did like super red pupils, but then they made the rest of the eye red as well. Love that. Love the way the cape drapes over his shoulders, and I love the detail that they did on that, how it's kind of bunched up. Love the kind of like tight leather look for the cowl. Love the chest symbol. I love the sort of like shiny, glowing red part of it. I'm actually a fan of this sort of like triangle pattern going down the suit. The belt doesn't really make sense, but I mean, it's fine. No trunks on the suit. That's a bit of a loss, but that's okay. Gloves are pretty nice. I like the shoulder spikes with the sort of what is it, like metal things on the end of each knuckle. I love that the cape is black on the outside but red on the inside. I think that looks great. And then the boots look good too. I feel like this suit would have looked good with trunks, but I'm pretty sure, honestly, I'm going to take away that complaint because I'm pretty sure Thomas Wayne Batman has never ever worn trunks, so yeah. But overall, this suit looks really nice. Let's take a look at the cape spread for it. Ah, so it is as I remembered. Great arm and hand coverage, and it creates a really nice bat silhouette. However, there's like two parts of it that kind of like, two like ends of the spikes that kind of curve in, and it doesn't make my favorite silhouette when Batman's gliding, but overall, this is a very strong suit. This origin suit, this is going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the A tier. Overall, excuse me. Overall, this is a very strong suit for Batman, for Batman Arkham Origins. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that I have for Batman for Arkham Origins is his Injustice suit. I love Batman's Injustice 1 look, so I'm a huge fan of this suit. I really like the cowl. I kind of like the pointed part at the back, and I do like how the ears kind of point up and inward. I think that's a nice design for it. Not a fan of the kind of like angular shape that's going on above the eye area going into the nose here, but honestly, that's kind of the only major kind of nitpick I have about this suit. Love the chest symbol. Love the belt with the sharper bat symbol on it. There's not really a lot of like capsules or pockets in the bat suit or on this belt, but it still looks great. Love the big sharp gauntlets. I love how they get like smaller as you go down towards the fist. Yeah, love the gauntlets. Love the sort of armored look for this suit. This is a very strong suit, and I love how the cape sort of originates from the chest plate and goes to make a drape over his shoulder. I think that's a very strong look for Batman. It creates a very strong silhouette. Yeah, let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. Okay, very strong cape spread. Excellent arm and hand coverage, and on top of that, it makes these kind of subtle spikes at the end of the suit. While I would like kind of like more dramatic spikes to highlight more of a bat imagery, the cape spread still looks really nice. So overall, we're going to go ahead and put the Injustice suit in A tier. Alright, on to the next suit. Hi there, it's Editing PinkBro here. I am now realizing that I play the Arkham games on PC. I used to play them on console, but I'm now realizing that I did not have the Adam West Batsuit or the Nightfall Batsuit, and those are two banger Batsuits. I'm going to go ahead and put the Adam West Batsuit in B tier. I think it's a really nicely done version of the suit. The suit has excellent details on the cowl and the cape. I love that they made sort of a shinier look for it. And from what I can remember, it's a really nice cape spread. And I think that they sort of adjusted Batman's proportions for the Adam West suit to make him look more like Adam West. And I think that that was a great detail that they did. Now, the Nightfall Batsuit. Oh my goodness. This is a peak outfit. The cape spread on this suit is amazing. I love the 90s-tastic armored look for it. I love the glowing eyes. I love the full face cowl look with the long ears. In my opinion, probably out of all the default Batsuits, the Azrael Batsuit, or the Nightfall Batsuit, is the best alternate Batsuit for Batman in Arkham Origins. This suit is going straight into the S tier. Okay, moving on to the other playable characters of Batman Arkham Origins, we have Deathstroke and Bruce Wayne. Let's go to Deathstroke first. Yep, off the rip, this is an S tier design for Deathstroke, and I don't want to hear otherwise. This is such a cool look for Deathstroke. There's so many positive things I have to say about this. First of all, I really like the sort of like weathered, scarred look of the armor. You can kind of see that Deathstroke has been on a lot of missions wearing this armor. I think that the sort of damaged look of the armor sort of adds to his sort of like his MO as like an experienced, you know, war-torn assassin. And I think that this is a really, really great look for Deathstroke. I mean, so many cool things. You can see the shotgun shells that he has on his shoulder. You can see, like, the chest strap and the belt that he has with all these pouches. Overall, this is an amazing, super-duper strong look for Deathstroke. Oh, and another thing I love that they did, like, a solid orange pattern for the orange parts of the outfit, but then did, like, a more patterned look for the blue parts of the outfit. And then also, I don't know if you can see on his bicep or his arms there, and also at his sides, you can see that they actually added scales as well, which I think, overall, this is just an amazing, amazing look for Deathstroke. And honestly, this is going in the S tier. This is like top 5 best Deathstroke looks ever. Next up, we have Injustice Deathstroke. Overall, this is a solid design for Deathstroke. I like the scales. I like the sort of sharpened bullets with the chest strap going across. The helmet's okay. It's not my favorite. I like the red eye on it. I'm not sure what the point is of like the red sort of dot that he has on his right shoulder. I like that he's wearing dog tags. That looks cool. And then I actually do like that he has arm spikes similar to Batman with this outfit. And then I also really like the belt, which holsters his weapons. Overall, very strong look for Deathstroke. I'm going to go ahead and put this in... A tier. Next up, we have Judas Contract Deathstroke. Yeah, this is a pretty good look for Deathstroke. I like the classic look of the mask. However, I do have kind of a bone to pick with like the expression that he's making with his one eye. It looks like it's like wide with like anger, or like he's like scared or something. He's like that. He's like looking like that at you, which is like, it's kind of a weird look to have for Deathstroke, but overall the mask is pretty cool. I'm not a fan of whatever the collar situation he's got going on there. I think that looks weird. The different blues in the outfit look really cool. I like the scales on the outfit as well. The big giant like bullet strap that he has across his chest is a bit much, but it's cool. And then the belt looks really cool. I like the brown leather belt with the pouches and the classic buckle. I like the holster at the side there. And then, yeah, the gloves are pretty cool. Overall, I think out of all of Deathstroke's outfits, this is his weakest one, but it's still not a bad one by any means. I'm going to go ahead and put this in like C tier. It's okay. It's okay. All right, next playable character we have Bruce Wayne. This was for the Initiation DLC, and overall, this is a strong, good look for Bruce Wayne. I think the beard definitely works in this setting. I like the sort of classic, like, ninja ropes that he has on with these sort of, like, wood serving as his gauntlets, and it's tied up with rope. I think that looks fantastic. I'm not really sure what the point of this like rope shoulder strap is that he has going across his chest, but that also looks fine. And I sort of like that he has this bruised, bloodied look on his face, and you can very clearly tell that he's been like training. So overall, this is a solid look for Bruce Wayne. The last outfit that we have for Arkham Origins is Vigilante Bruce Wayne. I really, really like this outfit. This outfit was like, this is kind of an unexpected outfit. I would never think that they would add this in any of the Arkham games, but I think it was a really smart idea to add like a Vigilante Bruce Wayne outfit, because there's some versions of Batman, for example, the animated series version where like in Batman Mask of the Phantasm, you can see that Bruce Wayne goes out at night a couple times as like in a vigilante outfit before he adopts the Batman persona. And this is sort of like the Arkham versus version of that, and I think it looks great. This hooded look is pretty cool. I like the sort of face mask there. I really like the black leather jacket that they did, and he's sort of like armored up. And then actually I think the rope across his chest makes sense here, since it looks like it's tied up for him to be able to like throw on to a rooftop and climb up. Overall, the Vigilante Bruce Wayne, this is a very strong look for Bruce Wayne. I have to say, I think I prefer this look more than the Initiation Bruce Wayne look. But yeah, that's all the Arkham Origins suits. Or wait, if I haven't ranked this Vigilante Bruce Wayne suit, I'm going to go ahead and put this in... Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and put this in B tier. I'm going to put this in B tier, and then if I didn't rank Initiation Bruce Wayne yet, which I don't think I did, I'm going to also put him in B tier. Both Bruce Wayne suits are going to go ahead and go in B tier. Alright, let's move on to Arkham Knight. Okay, first suit of Arkham Knight, we have Batsuit version 7.43 post Arkham City. This suit is gaming, bro. This suit is amazing. Let's start from the top. First of all, the cowl is awesome. Batman's head is leaned down a little bit, so we don't really get a full-on frontal look, but like, I mean, this cowl is amazing. First of all, it's an actual cowl. It looks like it's made of like some sort of cloth material where you can actually pull it on and off, and it's not a helmet. So I like that about it. The ears are perfect. I like the slight indentation with the jawline and the ear. Like seeing the ears poking out a little bit. Love this pattern at the back of the cowl, right? With like this detail. It's like, it's really great added detail, but it's not like unnecessary or like too much. I think that that's great. I love the natural scowl that the sort of like eyebrows create. Hold on, let me get closer to the mic. My gosh. And then also, I really like the shoulder area because first of all, I love these little circle things because I'm pretty sure they're like pinning the cape down like on Batman, so it kind of gives a little explanation like, okay, the cape is staying on him. And also all of this kind of separation shows that Batman can like practically like take the cape off if he needed to and still keep like the shoulder and like mask on, which I think that's really, really cool. The detail on the cape is awesome. It's like this futuristic material and just it's beautifully spiked. It looks awesome. The actual bodysuit looks awesome. I actually really like the way that they did the abs here, and the lines in there are very, very well done. I like the sort of hints of like, it's like the normal light gray, but then the darker gray within the suit. That looks really cool. And then the bat symbol looks amazing too, and I love how it kind of, like with the way that the bat symbol sort of separates and moves a little bit right there, it gives us a little tease of like the separating chest plate for the main suit of the game. The belt looks amazing. I love the detail on it and the pouches, and I love the buckle. And I like the fact that it's not like belt pouches all around, like it's half and half kind of. And it's like, and it kind of gives more practicality to his belt. I really, really like that. And then also these gauntlets are really cool too. I like how big they are, but they also fit with the frame of the outfit. Love the sort of knuckle detail. And then something really, really unique about this is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but he has like the two wings going along with his forearm, and then the third wing twists, which oh yeah, you can see that right there. That, to me, like I haven't seen that done with another Batman suit since then, and I think that's a really unique design choice, and it looks really cool. And also, I feel like the wings being angled kind of gives more, more sort of, believability into like when like Batman like blocks a sword with his gauntlets and then breaks it, you know? So I really like the angled wings there. Trunks look great. They're not too big. They're not too small. Perfect way to include the trunks in a modern looking Batman suit. Love the pants detail here, and then love the boots. Honestly, if this could genuinely be the blueprint for like what Batman should look like in the DCU. And honestly, you could throw the wide eyes in there too, and this is a perfect look for Batman for the DCU. It would honestly fit with the design of Superman's suit as well, because Superman's DCU suit has like some lines going through it as well. But anyway, we're talking about Batman. This suit has an amazing design. I really have no complaints about this suit, other than that, you know what? Maybe in the game you don't use this suit enough. So this suit, version 7.43, is going in the S tier. Okay, next up we have Batsuit version 8.03. Okay, I know this is version 8.04 right now, the cleaned up version, but I thought we should take a look at the cleaned up version of the suit first, and then we take a look at the damaged version. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna pretend this is the original suit, and this is the main suit that you wear in the game. And I, for one, love this suit. This suit is really, really, really awesome. Honestly, I think that this suit is armored Batman done right, because I know honestly, I think in forms of media Batman's been getting armored up a little too much, but I think that this game did like a more armored look for Batman really, really, really well. I mean, let's start from the top. First of all, the cowl is absolutely awesome. I'm usually more of, or I guess helmet in this case, I'm usually more of a fan of a Batman cowl, right? But this is more like a helmet because it's a separate piece that, like, you know, he has to press a button and then pull it off, right? But this Batman cowl looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, I love the expression that the cowl makes with the sort of scowl and stuff. I love the sort of detail on the side there, love the back detail, and I love the ears on this cowl. I love how sharp and pointed they are. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And then taking a look at the shoulder area, love the detail on the shoulder area. Love getting kind of like a look at the Under Armour. And I love that you can kind of see like the cape cut off right there on the left side. I love these, like, what is it? It looks like carbon fiber shoulder plates and all the moving parts. I think that looks great. And then I think the main attraction of this suit here is the chest symbol. How the plates, like, on the chest symbol separate, and it attracts a lot of attention to the enemy to shoot there, since that's the strongest part of his armor. But I absolutely love the way that the symbol looks and the way the chest plate separates. It looks awesome. Love the detail on the side here with the sort of intermittent patterns. I think the gauntlets look amazing. I love how the gauntlets kind of like, they're able to fold in and out and how sharp they are. And then, yeah, I just love the metal look of it. Once again, the ab area of this suit is done really well. It's really easy to mess up the ab suit, or the ab suit. It's really easy to mess up the ab part of a superhero suit, and luckily Rocksteady has gone 2 for 2 on the Batman suits with the ab area in this game, because I think the abs look great. The belt, I think the belt looks fantastic. Once again, love the buckle, love the capsules to the side, and then also the combination of like 2 of these larger pouches, and then once again, no pouches sort of near the back. I think it looks great. There's no trunks on this suit, but this is like one of the only Batman suits where I think that the no trunks look was a good choice to make. I think it looks great without the trunks. Leg details are nice. I like the slight sort of like blue hints in between the black. And then once again, the boots look fantastic as well. And then also the cape on this suit is absolutely fantastic as well. And this back shoulder area sort of carrying the cape really sort of accentuates like Batman's frame and how intimidating he can be. This is a really, really well done suit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cape spread for this one. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the default suit in Arkham Knight. As I expected, absolutely fantastic cape spread. Great arm and hand coverage, and great bat symbol frame created by the glide animation. Overall, I'm going to give this suit an S tier. This suit's going in S tier. Okay, now let's take a look at the damaged version of the default suit. Honestly, as far as battle damage, or I guess sort of like battle damage Batman suits go, this one's pretty good. Like all the dirt on the face and stuff makes sense since he was sort of the underground in the city for a good portion of the game. The bloodshot eyes from fear toxin and a bunch of toxins he's been ingesting all night, that makes sense, and also probably the head trauma. The sort of like dirt and rusting on the bat symbol looks really cool. I also really like that they left the gunshot impact mark from when Gordon shot him when he was confronting Scarecrow. I also like that there's a little bit of blood where Jason shot him in that one cutscene, or maybe that's the spot, I'm not sure. The crack in the armor is really cool. And then like the cape sort of dirtied with the gauntlets and stuff, a little bit of holes in the cape and stuff. And yeah, just a great sort of battle damage look. I decided against doing the cape spread because it's literally the same except the cape has a couple of tatters in it. So moving on to the next suit. Okay, so the next suit we have is the 240% suit, Batsuit version 8.05. Because this is a different suit, I feel the need to cover it, but it's basically the same as the normal suit of the game, except the chest area is a golden bat symbol with, I think, a slightly darkened gray to add to it. But yeah, that's literally it. As an actual suit, I mean, I'll go ahead and put this in like A tier, because I guess I prefer the black bat symbol, but as a completion reward, they honestly could have done better on this one. I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred an entirely different suit for 240%, but like for completing the entire game twice in a row, completing everything, and all you get is kind of just a copy of the original suit with a golden bat symbol on it, is a little bit of a letdown. So as a completion reward, I would put this in D tier. But as an actual suit, but we're ranking it as an actual suit, so I guess I'll go ahead and put it in B tier. Why not? And we're not doing the cape spread for this one since it's literally the same as the other one. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, and the next suit that we have for Batman in this game is the Zur-En-Arrh Batman skin, or at least that's how I arranged the tier list, so we're going to be covering this suit next. I think that this suit is kind of divisive among people for this game, but honestly, I think that this is a fantastic way to bring this suit into the Arkhamverse. To me, the way that the Zur-En-Arrh Batman suit looks here, looks like it could be in the Arkhamverse, and I think there's some great details here to like. First of all, I love the stitching, right, all throughout the suit. We have the one at the top of the cowl there. I feel like it would have done some good to maybe have it on the side, but I kind of understand that because they needed the cowl to be removable, and probably the stitching textures would have messed with that. I love the sort of wrinkled cape. I love the stitching all across the suit right here, and on the legs. The suit looks really put together, like just kind of slapped together. I think that looks really great. I think the Zur-En-Arrh Batman symbol looks awesome. I love the sort of like spiked shoulder area. I think the colors pop really nicely. Belt looks really cool too. Really liking the belt area on this outfit. Think the pouches look great. Love the gloves. Boots look really nice too. And then this tattered cape looks really, really, really nice. Because I'm pretty sure in most continuities, the Zur-En-Arrh Batman suit, like his backup personality literally makes it out of trash. So yeah, this is a pretty fantastic interpretation of the Zur-En-Arrh Batman suit. What else do we have here? I mean, I already talked about the gloves. Oh, gosh, yeah, the actual mask. I think the mask looks great. I love the scowl with it, and I think that the ears look really, really nice on this outfit. So yeah, let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Zur-En-Arrh Batman suit. Let's go. Okay, decent cape spread. I can see the arms and hands poking out a little bit. However, hold on, let's get another look at it before I fully make my opinion on this. Alright, let's get another look at that cape spread. Okay, the actual tattered look of the cape is done really well. I like how it wrinkles in the wind and it still creates a bat silhouette. However, there's a little bit of arm and hand exposure in the suit. However, it covers it just enough for it to not really be an issue for me. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead, my final ranking for the Batman Zur-En-Arrh suit, we're going to go ahead and put this suit in B tier. This is a solid suit. Okay, let's go. Okay, the next suit that we have is the 1989 movie Batman skin. Nice outfit. That's a good reference. My initial thoughts, I remember when I originally played this on like PS4, which seems like a very long time ago. I really, really like this suit. Like, I remember using it a lot. First of all, let's start with the cowl. The cowl looks really nice. It's nice and thick, so it definitely has this sort of rubberized look to it. I like the thick ears. I think Batman looks great with this cowl on. I do like that they made it a point to, you can kind of see a little bit of a separation there between like the helmet part and the cape part, or helmet, the cowl part and the cape part, how it's like all one big piece. I'm really glad that they kept that detail with the suit. Yeah, I think that the cowl and the shoulder area looks great. I love the sort of like intricate rubber details in there, how it all just looks like rubber and leather. Really like the Batman symbol on this outfit. Ab area is done very nicely. I like how they made the choice to blend it in with the suit, because I'm pretty sure on the like actual live action suit, the like abs were kind of like a separate piece and there was like a black bodysuit underneath. But they just decided to blend them in with this game, which I think makes the suit look much better. Really like the belt. It doesn't seem like he can really fit a lot on there though. I think it also would have been a great detail if they put like maybe like the 1989 like grapple hook like on his belt, like because he can attach that to his belt. That would have been a cool detail, but I'm not holding it against him too much. I like the sort of like line details going down the pants here. Gloves look really nice and armored. Great spikes there. Boots also look really nice as well, and the cape looks really nice. Overall, this is a really solid interpretation of the 1989 Batsuit. And you know what my favorite part about this suit is? It looks like he can actually move in it, and he's not trapped in some sort of like rubber, black rubber and like yellow sort of prison, because you know, in the original movie, obviously Michael Keaton couldn't really move his neck, but in this suit, Batman can still really move. So I really like the way that they designed this suit. This suit looks great. All right, let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the 1989 suit. Yeah, this basically has the same exact cape spread as like the Arkham City and the version 7.43 suit, and overall, very nice cape spread. Good arm and hand coverage and a great bat silhouette. Not much I can say. I really like this suit. I think it's solid, so you know what? This suit's going in A tier. All right, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the Batman Flashpoint skin, like father, like son. This suit, honestly, I think it looks pretty solid. However, I didn't really play with this suit that much when, like, it came out for the game. So, but let's just take a look at it from top down. First of all, I think this cowl area looks awesome. Love the line pattern here. I think the ears and the whole, like, mask with the red eyes looks very intimidating. I like the way the sort of cape, like, falls upon the, like, shoulders there. However, I kind of disagree with the choice. Like in the original Flashpoint comic, Batman had like the shoulder spikes like built into the outfit, you know, and they looked like cloth and stuff. But for the interpretation of this suit, they made the cape and the shoulder like spikes like a separate thing, and it looks okay for the look that this suit is going for. But I would have preferred the shoulder spikes kind of being a part of the cape. But they look nice. But they look nice. And honestly, they kind of look like they could, like, fall off with, like, how it's just kind of one strap holding on to the spikes there. So that's a bit of a weird choice. And also, when you turn around the cape looks really skinny. Like, it does not really drape with Batman at all. It doesn't even reach like, reach around to cover his arm. So the cape silhouette here is very much so lacking. The bat symbol itself is really cool. I kind of wish it was a bit larger. The ab area here is a little bit weird. It kind of looks like a separate strap area going across his torso here, so that's okay. Love the belt though. Love the red that they went for on this belt. Love the pouches. Love the holsters with the guns. I think that looks great. Knee pads are fine with the boots. That looks fine. Gauntlets are okay. I would have preferred if he had if he had like his arm spikes on them, but It's okay. Overall, so far, this suit is fine. But let's take a look at the cape spread and then I'll give my final judgment on it. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Flashpoint Batman skin. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. First of all, complete and utter arm and hand exposure, so that looks awful. And second of all, the cape doesn't even really create a bat silhouette. It creates like a bat like half opening its wings like that. So the gliding animation for this suit looks horrific. So that's gonna severely take the suit down for me in terms of the ranking. Honestly, the Flashpoint suit, it's honestly just okay. I'm gonna have to put this suit in C tier. Anyway, let's move on to the next suit. Okay, next suit that we have for Batman is the Batman Incorporated skin, going global. Okay, I will say, I think the suit looks just as good here as it does in Arkham City. I think the chest symbol's done really well. Love the way that the cowl looks. Although, I think the cowl... Actually, hold on. No, it's done worse here. Never mind. Never mind what I said like 10 seconds ago. The Arkham City version of this suit had like a really nice sort of like angry expression on the cowl. This one has like a, oh, okay, expression going on, and I'm not a fan of that. Also, the cowl seems kind of like big right now. I think the ears are okay. The neck area still looks fine. Cape material looks good. Chest symbol looks cool. I like the lines going down here. The gloves look okay. I'm actually not a fan of the way the metal part looks on the gloves in this version of the suit. Arm spikes look good. Pattern on the actual bodysuit looks nice. And the boots with those weird armor plates again. But oh my goodness, the problem once again... Okay, the belt looks good. But the problem once again is this giant, like, crotch protector piece. And it looks even worse here. It looks like they put, like, shine, like, ray tracing physics, or, like, ray tracing on this. So, yeah, this suit, I'm gonna give this suit the same ranking that I did with, Arkham City, just off the rip. But let's take a look at the cape spread to see if they changed that up, in any way. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman Incorporated suit. I'm not really that impressed. Yeah, I'm not really that impressed. I think the bat symbol silhouette that this suit creates is a bit weak. I'm not a fan of it. And also, there's a little bit of arm and hand exposure. So overall, I wouldn't really be wearing this suit a lot. I mean, the bodysuit and, like, everything from, like the neck to, like, belt area is cool. But then, like, just sorry, I can't even speak right now. The, like, mask is a little bit lackluster. This suit overall is just kind of lackluster compared to the city version. So, I'm gonna give this suit, honestly, I think I'm gonna rank this suit down, whatever I put the Arkham City suit at. So, yeah, that should be playing on screen right now. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, next suit for Batman, we have the Batman Noel skin. Merry Christmas. Okay. The suit basically looks the same here as it does in Arkham Origins, except, honestly, I feel like the cowl looks a little bit worse. The cowl just looks, it just looks off, man. Just like the shape from the side looks weird. And also, I just don't think that Arkham Knight Batman's face looks right in this. I think they messed up with, like, the eyebrow area. The kind of, like, angry expression looks off. But I mean, overall, the suit's the same. I think they updated some of the textures. Yeah, I mean, I think the actual detail of the suit is nice, but I honestly have the same complaints about this suit that I did with the Arkham Origins suit. Like, the angular abs look a bit strange. The trunks look a bit weird. And, yeah, this suit is just okay. I do like the kind of, like, new details that they put on the cape. The cape is kind of, it looks like it has even more wrinkles on it now and more detail, so I really, really like that. And also, one thing that I thought of just now is that this suit loses a significant amount of its aura from Origins because this is a suit that Batman uses during winter time. And Batman Arkham Knight takes place during October, I believe on Halloween. So this suit, honestly, in like terms of like the open world, it doesn't really make sense to use because Batman's using this winter suit and it's like raining outside. So this suit is like way cooler in Arkham Origins, not just because of like the way it looks, but also because of like the actual like open world serves the suit. So yeah, let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit though. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman Noel suit. Oh, this cape spread is rough. I don't know if it was this bad in Arkham Origins, but I'm not a fan of this silhouette. The actual bat silhouette that the glide creates is not that good. However, there's good arm and hand coverage, so I'll give it a little bit of credit for that. Overall, like, this suit isn't bad. It's just, like, in terms of, like, actually playing with it in Arkham Knight. I mean, the suit has helped a little bit because I have a snowman on right now, but ignore that for now. This suit, it's okay. Just, like, in Arkham Knight, like, I'm not using it, quite frankly, so I honestly can't put this suit above C tier. I think the Origins version of this suit is better. Anyways, let's go on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have is the Adam West 1966 Batsuit. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm in photo mode right now, and that's because I'm playing Arkham Knight on PC, so I had to download a mod in order to get this suit into the game, and so the showcase display for it is really glitched and weird, and it's not good enough to show off the suit. So, we're showing off this suit in photo mode. Anyway, let's start from the top. So, the top, I mean, honestly, in terms of taking Arkham Knight Batman's very serious, like, face model and putting it into the Adam West cowl, they did a great job. I love the cloth look that this cowl creates. Love the, like, sort of, like, almost purplish blue that they put, and the stitching on the side of the cowl is wonderful as well. The only thing that I'm like, a little bit iffy on is the sort of, like, stitching, if it'll let me, is sort of like the stitching that goes along the side of the cowl here, but I'm pretty sure that's only there just so that, when Batman goes to remove his, mask in certain cutscenes, that, like, it doesn't get messed up. So I guess it just comes with the territory when you have a suit in this game. I love the cape. I think the cape looks fantastic. Excellent silhouette, excellent color. I love how it's a separate piece from the cowl very clearly, and I love the little bat pin holding it together. I love how a little bit of the cowl is kind of like draping down, and I love how they kind of changed Batman's build for this suit to sort of look more akin to Adam West's build, so I think that's really great. I think the bat symbol looks great, very sort of old-timey. I think the belt looks fantastic with the sort of like more natural-looking bat symbol, or like cartoonish one. I think the pouches look great. Love the gloves, love the stitching on those, love the fins. Are those fins, or are they? I'm just gonna say arm spikes, and you know, you can correct me in the comments if they're called something else. Love the trunks, love the wrinkle on those. Once again, bodysuit looks great, great pattern on that. And the boots, is this what the boots looked like in the original show? I'm gonna have to double check, but this is a unique design for the boots. Honestly, I kind of would prefer it if they were like all blue, just like the gloves, but if that's what they looked like in the original show, then I'm gonna take back this criticism of the suit. But overall, this is a great interpretation of the Adam West suit in Batman Arkham Knight. And however, the suit is obviously, you know, it's quite immersion breaking, so I don't really find myself wearing this suit a lot. But before I give my final judgment, let's take a look at a cape spread. Alright, cape spread. Okay, finally a decent cape spread. We've been in a bit of a dry spout here. Now, while I personally prefer, I'm just going to do the cape spread again while I'm talking about it. While I personally prefer a little bit more coverage on the legs and stuff, I think the bat silhouette that this cape creates is very, very nicely done. I kind of like the uneven like stitching that goes on right here, and there's great arm and hand coverage. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and put the Adam West suit in B tier. I think it's a good suit. However, I'm not really using this one a lot. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have is the Earth 2 Dark Knight skin, also worn by Thomas Wayne. So we have the Flashpoint skin, and now we have the Earth 2 Dark Knight skin. First of all, let's start with the cowl. I think the cowl on this suit is really nice. Not really a fan of the side stitching on the side of the head there. Not a fan of that. I love that they actually made Batman's pupils red. I think that looks really, really great. The ears are pretty good. I think it creates a great sort of silhouette with the bat cowl from the front and back. I do like the stitching at the back of the cowl here. It's just the side of the cowl, it looks a little bit strange to me. However, a great sort of furrowed brow, angry expression there on the mask. That looks good. Shoulder area looks nice. Love the sort of like pattern that they used for the actual bodysuit. I think that looks great. Love the bat symbol on this suit. This suit has one of the best bat symbols. Really, really clean bat symbol. Love the red that they used on this suit as well for the chest symbol and for the belt. I think the belt looks great. Love the buckle. Oh, the gauntlets look great as well with the double fin and then sort of the little like knuckle pieces for harder punches. I personally prefer trunks on a bat suit, and I think trunks would look great on this bat suit, but like since it wasn't originally on the bat suit, I'm not going to hold that against it. So, and the boots look pretty good as well. So, and also, oh my gosh, the cape. The cape looks great. Love the wrinkles in the cape. And I love that they did a red underside for the cape as well. So overall, this is a really, really solid suit. I'm pretty sure I wore this a couple times when I was playing the game. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Earth 2 Dark Knight skin. All right. Okay, this is solid. This is actually pretty solid. This has a better cape spread than the Arkham Origins version of the suit, I will say. However, I still think that the actual bat silhouette that it creates is a little bit off. I think there's not enough sort of like length on the sort of two corners of the cape. But overall, great arm and hand coverage. It creates a pretty decent silhouette. And the suit also looks really nice when you're actually standing in game, because you get to see the red inside of the cape way better when you're actually in game. So, honestly, this suit's really good. I'm going to put it in A tier. Alright, next suit. Okay, the next suit that we have is the 1970s Batman skin, the Arkham Knight version, back in blue. Okay, this suit in Arkham Knight, right, how I feel about this suit is I think how Detective Carter felt when he saw that one guy in Rush Hour 2 singing that Michael Jackson song. That's how I feel about this suit, because Rocksteady just destroyed a classic suit with this when it came to Arkham Knight, because first of all, the cowl looks weird, and also, let's just get the most obvious thing out of the way, no wide eyes. Are we serious right now? And there's honestly no excuse, because we literally just saw the Earth 2 Dark Knight skin with Thomas Wayne and how that had red eyes. They very could have easily given wide eyes to this suit. I mean, the cowl's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the scowl expression. It looks more classic, though. Actual material that they used for the suit is pretty cool. I mean, the cape looks fine. The belt looks different as well. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer the different capsules on the belt in Arkham, in Arkham City. I mean, the gloves look fine as well. This suit looks fine. It's just nowhere near as good as the Arkham City version. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit. Alright, let's take a look at the cape spread for the 1970s bat suit, the Arkham Knight version. Just as I remember, I'm really not a fan of this cape spread. I think there needs to be way more sort of points on the cape. And also, hold on, let me go into a glide again so you guys can see that more clearly. Yeah, there's a little bit of arm and hand exposure. Not as much, but I just really don't like the cape spread on this outfit. Overall, this version of the suit in Arkham Knight is just mid, and I honestly can't justify putting it above. Oof, you know what? Because it's such a downgrade from the Arkham City version, I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit in C tier. Really not a fan of how they interpreted the suit in this game. Anyways, continuing on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the Arkham Origins Batman skin, the early years. What happened with this suit? Because last time I checked, the Arkham Origins suit was gray and dark gray, not black and gold. Alright? So I already have an issue with this suit because they got the wrong coloration for the suit. They did the Dark Knight version of the suit instead of the actual Arkham Origins version of the suit. So, I mean, I guess starting with the cowl, Arkham Knight Batman looks pretty good with the cowl, but Arkham Origins Batman looks better. I do like the ears on this. The neck area just kind of looks okay. I don't know, it just looks worse in this game. Chest symbol looks decent. Actual armor is fine. I don't know, I'm just really not a fan of the suit in this game. And I just really don't like that they got the coloration off. And also, I don't know if you can see that, but when you go into Showcase, the gauntlets are like slightly tinted and colored differently than the rest of the suit, and that really bothers me. So honestly, I mean, the cape looks fine, I guess, with the material too. Honestly, I'm not a fan with how they brought the suit into this game. I think they, first of all, could have colored the suit differently, and I think they could have done a better job adapting it. I think that's my main issue with this suit, is that they miscolored it. And that really brings it down for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this suit. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Arkham Origins suit. Okay, you know what? You know what? This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's better than I remember it being. I like the detail and the rippling of the cape as it goes into a glide. Let me go into another glide to show you guys once again. But yeah, overall, creates a pretty nice bat silhouette overall. I do prefer the cape spread of the original suit, the way it looks in Arkham Origins, but overall, it's actually got a pretty decent cape spread. But I'm not really wearing this suit a lot, so honestly, I'll give this suit a B tier. And I'm being generous on that. So yeah, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the iconic gray and black Batman skin, heir to the cowl. I believe that it wasn't actually Batman that wore this suit, but it was Dick Grayson Nightwing that wore this suit. I can't remember which comic storyline it was from, so you guys can tell me in the comments, but overall, I remember using this suit a ton when I originally played the game. Let's start with the cowl. Honestly, with time, I've become less and less of a fan of the cowl. The ear length is good, but Batman's head looks way too wide with this cowl, and I don't like how the ears are displayed here. I also don't like that separation part on the neck, and the way the cowl wrinkles here, it just does not look good. The cape itself, the cape looks fine. Cape looks pretty good. Chest symbol looks awesome. This might be the best chest symbol for a suit, for like a Batman suit in this entire game. Chest symbol looks amazing. The actual bodysuit, I have mixed feelings because I think the material that they used on it is really cool, but I'm kind of not a fan of the detail. I think the ab area looks fine, but then they decided to do the detail of like showing his like belly button, and the suit looks like really tight on him, and they sort of showed this like belly button indentation, and I really don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of that. And also, next up we have the actual belt. I don't know how any gadgets fit in this belt, but I think this belt looks absolutely sick with the little bat symbol on it. Trunks look great, exactly how you do Batman trunks. And then the gloves look cool too. I wish they were a little bit longer. I wish they went up the forearm a little bit more. Maybe added in a third arm spike there, but they're fine. And then the boots actually look really good. Overall, this suit is pretty good. It's a bit worse than I remember it being, but definitely not a bad Batman suit by any means. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the iconic gray and black Batman suit. Okay, very nice. Great bat silhouette, great arm and hand coverage. I don't even think I need to see another run through. Really great cape spread for this outfit, and I love the way that the cape drapes across the shoulders here and creates that good silhouette. Honestly, even though this suit is worse than I remember it being, this is one of the best default DLC suits in this game, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this in A tier. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the Justice League 3000 Batman skin. New suit, old jeans. Honestly, I think I'm in the minority here. I love this suit. I mean, I also really like, I think a big part of that is because I really like the colors red and black together, but also, there's so much to love about this suit. First off, let's start with the cowl. The biggest issue with this suit is the cowl, because I hate the ears on this cowl. I really don't like this angular sort of design that they were going for. Even when it's frontward facing, he barely looks like a bat. So the ears look really bad, but I also really like the rest of the detailed look of this cowl. I just like all the intricate sort of like lines, and it looks like it just looks really nice. I'm not usually a fan of the chin strap on Batman, but I think it works really well here for this suit. Shoulder area looks fine. I like the armor there. Love the chest symbol. Love the glowing red that they used for this, and I also love the bodysuit as well with the black and red detailing. I think the belt looks really nice as well. It's a bit weak compared to the rest of the suit, but that's fine. Love the gloves. Love the shining red, and I love the sort of like thin, arm spikes that he has. And I think the knuckle area on the gloves looks very nice as well. And the boots with the spikes on the side of them as well look awesome. There is so much to love about this suit, and also the cape. This back shoulder area, it's interesting. I feel like we could kind of do without the two larger parts of the back shoulder area, but it's fine. And then the cape looks pretty nice as well. Overall, I really like this suit, but man, these ears really kill the momentum of this design. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Justice League 3000 suit. Let's do it. Okay, solid cape spread. I wish that the sides were more spiked here, but there's great arm and hand coverage, and also, what was it? I almost lost my train of thought. I've got it. And also, is this Militia Goon gonna spot me? Oh, wait, he did spot me. Okay, let me just pause the game before I die. But yeah, it's not exactly my favorite silhouette, and also just the ears of the outfit. I feel like people don't talk about this enough, but the way that Batman's cowl looks and the way his ears poke out also contributes to the cape, because let's say that the ear design is bad, even if the cape spread is good, it's not going to be as good as some other suits because the ears on Batman look bad. So overall, the cape spread on this suit is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but overall, I'm going to give the Justice League 3000 suit, I'm going to go ahead, oh, the ears really kill it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in B tier, but it's going to be like low B tier. But yeah, on to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the first appearance Batman skin, 1939 style. This suit looks comical on Batman at this point. Like, with how absolutely shredded Batman is in this game, this suit looks ridiculous on him. He is way too built for this suit. The actual cowl, I don't like how there's no kind of like scowl on the eyebrow area. It makes him look very unintimidating, and he just kind of has this like blank expression on his face. The ears though, the ears on the cowl look very, very nice, creates a nice silhouette. I wish the cape reached out a little bit more to cover the shoulders. Also, I wish the cape overall was just longer. I wish it went down to like his ankles and stuff. Not really a fan of the shorter cape. The belt, the belt is honestly fine. I kind of wish that it was all yellow instead of this like sort of like brown like actual belt part and then golden for the capsules and the belt buckle, but it's fine. The purple gloves look fine on this suit. Those look good. Trunks look fine. Actual material that they use for the bodysuit is very, very nice. It looks like actual cloth. And then the bat symbol, I think they kind of kept the same one from Origins. This one looks very, very nice. And then the boots, you're just your run-of-the-mill Batman boots. Nothing to say there. Overall, the suit is fine, but I'm like never ever using this. And this is probably, I think that Arkham Origins did a better version of this suit. But before I make my final judgment, let's look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the 1939 Batsuit, or the first appearance Batsuit. Oh my gosh, it's worse than I remember it being. Okay, cape spread is not good on this suit. It creates a better bat silhouette than the Flashpoint suit. However, that still leaves a lot to be desired, and also very clear forearms and hands sticking out. So yeah, this suit is honestly just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this suit in C tier. Next suit. Okay, next up we have the 2016 Batman v Superman Batman skin, New Threads. Honestly, I really, really like this suit. I think the way that they adapted Ben Affleck's cowl for this version of the suit was really, really, really well done. And I think Arkham Knight Batman's face really, really goes well with this cowl. I think the way that they did the sort of like split between like the cowl for like him taking it off during cutscenes and the neck piece was really, really, really well done. You can only see like a very, very thin line there. And I think the ears look great. I love the way that the cape drapes here and the way that it looks. Love the like pattern that they used on the actual bodysuit. Love the scratches details and stuff, especially on the chest symbol. Chest symbol looks great. Belt looks fantastic. I think the gauntlets look great too. With the sort of like worn away sort of like knuckle pieces right there. I think the arm spikes look great. And then the boots look great as well. This is a great interpretation of the Ben Affleck Batman v Superman suit. I think this looks great. Let's go ahead and let's go into, let's take a look at the cape spread for the suit. That's what I meant to say. All right, let's go. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman v Superman suit. Okay, very good. Very, very, very good. I really, really like this cape spread. Yeah, this cape spread looks really, really, really nice. It kind of looks like it's a different material, like the actual cape when it's in glide mode versus like the material when Batman's standing around. Because like, take a look at the material. It looks more leathery here, but then when you go into glide mode, it definitely looks like more of a fabric. I'm sure that was an intentional choice. I do like how it still creates a bat silhouette while still showing off that this is like an old and damaged and dirty bat suit that's been through a lot. So overall, and there's great arm and hand coverage too. So overall, I think the glide animation for this suit is really nice. And I think that this suit fits the vibe of this game very, very, very well. So overall, this is a really, really well done DLC suit in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and put this suit in A tier. All right, next suit. Okay, next up we have, once again, probably the most divisive suit among the fan base for this game. It's going to be the Batman Beyond skin. This time it says, the description is 2039 style. Okay, I'm on the side of the community that absolutely loves this suit. I think that this is a fantastic interpretation of the Batman Beyond suit because, like, we had it both ways. We had the super classic version adapted, like, directly from the TV show, right? And then we have what the Batman Beyond suit might look like if it was in the Arkhamverse. And I think this suit looks fantastic. Taking a look at the helmet, the cowl, I really, really like the cowl, especially this back part, sort of creating this, like, triangle pattern. I just think it's a very intimidating, like, silhouette for the back of Batman. Very intimidating look. I love sort of all the tech pieces. The only thing that I don't totally love is the, like, visor piece in front of his face. Because it's, like, translucent, so you can still see his, like, actual face. I would have preferred if they just either, like, didn't have this visor piece, or they completely blacked it out so you didn't see his face at all. But making it translucent was a bit of a weird choice. But I really like the eyes on this suit. I like the mix of gray and black within the suit. I think that looks great. I think the symbol looks great. And I love that the bits of the symbol, like on the chest piece, like separate just like in the Arkham Knight suit. I love all the intricate details and like little red lights and machinery on the suit. Love the gauntlets. The forearm part of the gauntlets right here. This is a little bit too big. I think it's a little bit too thick for the suit, but overall, it still looks fine. Does not hurt the suit at all. Love the belt buckle right here, and I love the pouches on the rest of the suit. And yeah, I mean, the armor on the legs and then the boots looks really, really nice. This is a really, really great, like, Arkham interpretation of the Batman Beyond suit. So yeah, I absolutely love this suit. Before I make my judgment on it, though, let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman Beyond suit. And fantastic cape spread. This cape is honestly like the one exception to the rule of arms and forearms sticking out. Or actually, it still follows the rule, because, like, I say, like, arms and forearms sticking out. What I mostly mean by that is that they need to align with the cape and how Batman is gliding. And this cape looks absolutely fantastic. I love how it pops out, and I think that the size of the glide for the cape and stuff is really, really good for it. It looks really, really good on the suit, and it creates a really, really nice gliding silhouette. So overall, the Batman Beyond suit from Arkham Knight, you know what? I'm throwing this at S tier. Why not? All right, next suit. Okay, next up we have the Dark Knight Returns Batman skin. Still fits. This is the Arkham Knight version. And this is another example of a suit that was butchered when it came into Arkham Knight. That was like really good in Arkham City and then just not as good in Arkham Knight. So let's start with the cowl. So I understand why they didn't change any of the faces for these suits is because of the in-game cutscenes, and it would look really, really weird if Batman had like a different face for some of the cutscenes. So I understand that, but like I don't like the cowl on this suit. I think the cowl's way, way, way too wide. And just in general, the suit looks too big for Arkham Knight Batman. Not a fan of the bat symbol here. I think it was done way better in Arkham City. I like the material that they used on the bodysuit. That looks nice. The belt looks nice. Trunks look okay. Gloves are okay. The back part here with the cowl, I'm not a huge fan of that. Actual material of the cape is fine. And then the boots are fine too. This is honestly, this just lacks all of the sauce that the original Arkham City version of the suit have, and I don't find myself wearing this suit a lot. But let's take a look at the cape spread before we make our judgment. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Dark Knight Returns Batman suit. I'm not impressed. It barely creates a bat silhouette. good arm and hand coverage, but the silhouette created by the glide is not really that good. So overall, Batman Dark Knight Returns suit, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in like C tier. This is a pretty big letdown compared to the original suit in Arkham City. Anyways, next suit. Okay, next up we have the OG suit, the original Arkham Batman skin, Where It Began. I mean, this is Rocksteady's own suit, so like they did a great job adapting it into this game. Cowl looks amazing with the scowl. It still looks great, even with Arkham Knight Batman's face model. Love the ears, love the chest symbol. The belt is awesome, trunks. I mean, pretty much everything I have to say about the Asylum suit applies to this suit, except this suit's cape spread is a little different, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, let's take a look at the cape spread for the original Arkham Asylum suit. And I'm pretty sure it has the same cape spread. Oh, no, wait. Okay, my bad. I have a mod installed modifying this suit, so it has the cape spread of, like, the original Arkham, of the way that it looked in the original game. So that's my bad. I have a bit of a mod installed on this suit, so I'm cheating a little bit. But the way that it actually looks in game is it's the cape spread basically of like the Arkham City suit, and that's a really, really nice cape spread. So overall, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna put that suit in S tier as well. It pretty much didn't lose any of the sauce that it had from Arkham Asylum. So yeah, original Arkham Asylum suit in Arkham Knight is going in S tier. Next suit. Okay, next up we have the Dark Knight Batman skin. He's not wearing hockey pads. Okay, I mean, pretty much, if you like the Dark Knight suit, then you're gonna really, really like this suit, because this is basically a one-to-one recreation of that suit. A couple things I have to say about it, though. I'm not a fan of, like, you can kind of see that there's, like, lighter parts of the armor. I kind of wish that it was all black, but, like, that's pretty much all I have to say. I really, really like the Dark Knight suit in the films. I think it looks nice. Basically the criticisms I have with that suit I have with this suit is that, like, you know, the mouth area looks kind of weird, but honestly, like, in this game, like, Arkham Knight Batman's face model works really well with this suit. Yeah, I like the cape, the way it drapes over the shoulders here. I think the belt looks really nice. Armor details are really cool. The boots and gloves look really nice. I really like the sort of like double layered spikes, and I like that the arm part sort of has like indents, and I like that the suit kind of has like a little bit of dirt on it, showing a little bit of like how it's like it's been used a little bit, and that looks great in game. So yeah, I mean this suit looks pretty good. I don't really have too much to complain about with this one. I guess the ab area looks kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the cape spread for this outfit. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Dark Knight Batman skin. Let's go. Okay, pretty much as good as I remember it being. Very, very nice bat silhouette. Pretty much full arm and hand coverage. Very, very nice silhouette created by this suit. It's not the exact silhouette that he creates in the film, but honestly, it's fine. Overall, this suit is very, very, very solid. I guess the only kind of, like, complaint that people have about this suit is that they adjusted Batman's, like, build in this suit, so he looks a lot skinnier when he wears this suit than he does in, like, his other outfits in the game, but overall, that doesn't really take away from the suit for me. Honestly, very solid, suit, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in A tier. Alright, next suit. Okay, next up we have the anime Batman skin. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna catch heat for this one. I love this suit.
You what?
I absolutely love this suit. Hold on, please don't click off. Hear me out. I actually watched the movie that this suit comes from, and that movie is Batman Gotham Knight. It's a fantastic movie. You should watch it. And so I really, really, really like this suit. However, when you like a suit, you also have to point out the flaws with the suit. So first off, let me start out with the coloration of this suit. In the actual movie that this suit comes from, Batman Gotham Knight, this suit is all black and the belt is like a golden orange color. It's not gray, black, and silver. So I don't really like how they kind of changed up the coloration for this suit. And yeah, and also, actually, I don't know what else I was gonna say. Yeah, that's pretty much my biggest complaint with this suit, but I have some other flaws as well. I mean, the helmet area, I really, really, really like the helmet of this suit. I think it looks very, very sleek. I think it creates a very intimidating silhouette. I think the neck piece, it can be a bit much sometimes, but it doesn't really take away from the suit for me. I think the bat symbol looks very nice on this suit. I like how they kind of split up the, like, shoulder area so that, like, it wouldn't look weird while Batman's walking. I really, really, really like the cape. I'll have more thoughts on the cape when we go into the, cape spread for it, but, just so you know, so far, I really, really like the cape for this outfit. I love the gauntlets for this suit. I love the sort of one fin poking out in these giant sort of, like forearm armor for the gauntlets. And I love that you can't really see it because Batman has his fist clenched, but he has, like, claws on his gloves. And I think that looks really, really cool. The belt, I don't really understand why they changed the belt, but, like, it's weak. I'm not really a fan of these, like, 3 big, like, sphere things. And then the trunks are fine. Boots also look really nice. They match up perfectly with the gauntlets. And, yeah, before I give my final judgment on this suit, I'm gonna go ahead, let's go ahead and let's do the cape spread. Okay, I have a lot to say about the cape spread for this outfit, so let's just go into it, alright? Let's go into a glide. Alright, look at this. Look at this. I now just realized that I could have literally done this. I could have paused the game the whole time and held it on the glide animation and gone into photo mode. I'm not gonna refilm all that, so you know what, we're just gonna deal with it. Because first of all, look at the bat silhouette on this suit. This is a very clean, like, bat symbol that is created when he goes into the glide animation. Excellent points right there. And look at the detail on the cape. Look at the different lines going in and out. And I love that they made a different sort of, like, material going closer to the neck and cowl area. And also, right, not only does this suit have a great cape spread, but it adds to it. Because those giant spikes that were on his gauntlets, they add an additional point onto the cape spread, so you get this insanely intimidating cape spread glide animation. And I think that looks brilliant. In my opinion, right, the Batman Gotham Knight suit, or the anime Batman skin as it's called in this game, this is a really, really, really overhated suit. I think that this suit is great. However, with the flaws that I did point out with this suit, I cannot justify putting it above B tier, but I personally really, really like this suit. Anyways, on to the next suit. Okay, and last, but certainly not least, the last suit for Batman, at least, is the Batman skin. 2022, I Am the Shadows. Okay, something happened with the making of this skin. Guys, we gotta honestly take a look in the mirror. We gotta look ourselves in the mirror, and we have to admit the truth that this skin in Arkham Knight, this skin does not look good, man. I'm sorry. I'm really not a fan of the way that the suit looks in Arkham Knight. And honestly, right, I absolutely love the Batman film. I think it's an excellent Batman film. However, the suit was not one of my most favorite parts of that. But I'm sure he's going to have a different suit in the Batman Part 2, so I'm excited to see how they make the updates to his suit. I hope the rumors are true that he has, like, an over-the-shoulder cape design. Anyway, the actual look of this suit, I'm not a fan. I mean, let's start at the top. I'm not a fan of the cowl. I don't like the ears. I don't like the stitching pattern around the nose. Surprisingly, I think that Arkham Knight Batman's face looks fine in this suit. I think the neck area is cool. I do like that the cape goes over the shoulders here. The chest symbol, though, there's, like, you can see there's a huge lack of detail there. And considering that this chest piece is supposed to be removable, I'm not a fan of that. And also, the suit is, like, all black and gray. Why does this look kind of like green in this light? I'm not a fan of that. The belt is okay. I'm not a fan of the buckle. I do like all the different sort of, like, features on the belt, though, like including the grapnel gun. I think that's a good feature. I'm not a fan of the gauntlets. I don't like how his, like, arm spikes are, like, these straps and stuff. I'm not a fan of that. And then, like, the upper arm area, how it's kind of like another sleeve. That looks strange to me. And then, like, the pants, I mean, I don't really have anything to say about the pants. And then the boots look fine, too. I do like the detail that it's, like, he has something, like, covering, like, just, like, a normal boot. But, and then, the cape detail is fine. But, like, I don't know if it, like, if they just straight up, like, it seems like with this suit, because I know that this suit launched with the Nintendo Switch port of the Arkham trilogy, right? But I feel like they just took the graphical detail that the Nintendo Switch could do for this suit, and they just straight up ported it to every single other version of Arkham Knight and did not bother to update the textures for each version of the game, which, like, I get it. I understand. It was extremely generous of Rocksteady to even, like, make this suit in the first place and add it to the game. So huge props to them for doing that, but just, like, just overall, this suit definitely could have used more time in the oven, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But before I give my final judgment, let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for the Batman suit. In game, I do have to say, in game, the suit looks much nicer. I don't think the menu really does it a lot of favors, but it still looks a bit kind of strange to me. And also, the shoulder area, his shoulders look a bit broad there. I don't know. But anyway, we're here about the cape spread. Let's do it. Oh no. Okay, a nice bat symbol is created when he goes into the cape spread, but the arm and hand exposure is throwing me off, and I'm not a fan of it. Overall, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Batman suit. They really could have, I honestly think that this suit could have been done better if it was added in this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit. I'm sorry, people, I gotta put it at C tier. I would not really put this suit on. But yeah, that's my final ranking for that suit. Anyways, let's go on to the next character.
Krabby. Oh my goodness!
Tim, what have they done to you, Tim? They took away all your aura, man. What is this? What is this haircut? He looks like he's balding. Oh my goodness, Tim, I'm so sorry, dude. I am so sorry. All right. So, the next character that we're covering is Robin, and whoa, what a rough way to start. First of all, someone at Rocksteady clearly had a vendetta against Tim Drake when they were designing him because, first of all, they barely gave him any hair at all, and they took the coolest part of his look in Arkham City, which was him having his hood up, and they took it down for some reason, and they gave us no choice for an alternate style where he has his hoodie up. I will admit though, the mask looks nice, and it does a good job of covering up his equally as bad face model, or the face design that they did for him. It just does not look good. I do like the red on the Robin outfit, and I think that the actual design of the chest area for the Robin outfit is cool. Green gauntlets look cool. Belt looks cool. I like all the pouches on there. And then, the pants and the boots are fine. And then, actually, I like the change that they made to his cape, where they gave it, 3 spiked ends instead of having it, all flat, like in Arkham City. I do like that change that they made. But overall, whoa, dude, this is a really, really rough look for Robin in this game. But because Robin has a cape, he does have a glide animation, so before I do my final judgment, let's take a look at his cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for Robin, his basic outfit. Yeah, this is pretty good. He looks like a bird in flight. It looks like he's flapping his wings. And, yeah, it's a decent cape spread animation for Robin. I really have no complaints. But this look for Robin, this is definitely going below, whatever ranking I gave for Robin in Arkham City. This is going in C tier. Actually, you know what? This is going in D tier. This is really close to F tier as well, because they massacred my boy Tim Drake. Oh my goodness. On to the next suit. Okay, next up we have the classic TV series Robin skin, Holy Costume Party. This is based off of the Batman 1966 series, and overall, I mean, this is a nice interpretation of this outfit. Let's start from the top. First of all, I like that they gave Tim Drake hair. That's a very good start. However, his face model does not look good at all. The mask is cool, though. I do like the mask that they put on. I like how bright the outfit is. I like the sort of overall Robin, suit with the, red and stuff. I'm not a fan of, it being uneven. I don't know if that's, if that was a part of the original costume. I'll have to check that. Or you guys can tell me. And I kind of like that the gloves are, a different color green than the other green parts of the outfit, because it kind of gives that more like this was an actual costume feel to this outfit. So I think that's really cool. I like how bright yellow the cape is. It's a bit short for my liking. I think it's funny that they gave him leggings, and then the shoes are really, really funny as well. So overall, this is a solid suit for Robin. However, I'm not really wearing this one that much, but let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for 1966 Robin. Oh, wow. Okay, I like the little sort of bat symbol that the cape creates, but the arms and hands sticking out makes him look really, really, really goofy. So overall, this is a really goofy suit, and I'm not a huge fan of it, and I would not really be wearing this. So honestly, oh wait, the red vest part evened out. That's cool. So honestly, I wouldn't really wear this suit. I'm gonna put this suit in like, it's accurate to the 1966 series, but it's not nearly as good as the Batman 66 suit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in like C tier. I'm not a huge fan of it. Anyways, next suit. Okay, next up, we have the 1 year later Robin skin, older, wiser, and holy moly, I cannot sing this suit's praises enough. This goes bar for bar with the last Robin suit that we haven't covered yet, but this suit is fantastic. Let's start from the top. The hair, perfect hair look for Robin. This should have been his look in Arkham Knight. I really, really like the mask. The face model actually looks decent here. The Robin symbol is a little bit, like, it looks a little bit goofy, but the rest of the suit more than makes up for that. I like the 3 chest straps. I think that looks cool. Really like the red pattern on the suit here. Love the cape, and I love the yellow lining on the cape, and I love the spike design on it. Really, really nice cape design. The belt looks awesome I love the buckle and then all the pouches and stuff. Trunks look really nice, and then the boots look really nice as well. And these gloves, man. These gloves look sick, and the arm spikes look amazing. I love how, like, curved and sharp and exaggerated they are. I think they look absolutely awesome. This is a fantastic look for Robin, and honestly, like, this might be best suit in the game. We'll have to take a look at the other one, but for now, let's take a look at the cape spread for 1 year later Robin. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for 1 year later Robin. Very nice, very nice. Not as nice as his Arkham outfit, but much better than the 1966 suit. It's a good, like, sort of like bat silhouette. However, his arms and hands are still sticking out, so I can't really give that much to it, but the actual look of this suit and how good it looks more than makes up for the lack of sort of like cape that it has. And when you're playing as Robin, there's not as much of a focus on the cape spread as Batman. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna give this Robin suit A tier. Alright, on to the next suit. Okay, and the last suit that we have for Robin is the original Tim Drake Robin skin. And oh my gosh, this suit is peak. That's pretty much the end of it. I mean, I think this is the best Robin suit in the game. Same hair as the 1 year later skin. Mask looks awesome. Face model looks great. Love the look of the cape here. Love the yellow lining for it. And I don't mind the flat bottom on the cape. I think that looks great. The green in this outfit looks awesome. The boots look great. The belt looks great. The symbol looks cool. The 3 straps on the chest, I don't know what you would like really call those, but that looks great. I love the yellow lining on like the front and the sides of the red bodysuit part. The green gloves and the pattern on them looks great. This entire original Tim Drake suit looks amazing. This is the best look for Robin in this game, easily. Let's take a look at the cape spread. Okay, let's take a look at the cape spread for original Tim Drake Robin. All right. Okay, this cape spread's basically the same as the 1 year later skin, except it's actually worse. I think the arms are sticking out more, and there's not really like points, so it doesn't really create a bat silhouette. So honestly, the cape spread, honestly, the cape spreads don't even matter too much on Robin. Like, this is the best Robin suit in this whole game, and I don't think the cape spreads have as much meaning on Robin as they do on Batman. So you know what? This suit's going in S tier. This is an S tier suit. Okay, next character. Okay, next character that we have is Catwoman. And this design is just as amazing as the first game. That's pretty much what I have to say. However, I like some additions that they made. I'm pretty sure that this like cat pin on the side of her outfit wasn't there in Arkham City. So I think that's a nice addition on the suit. I think that the face model for Catwoman in this game is awesome. The way that they designed her in this game looks awesome. And I love that they kind of like doubled down on having some of like hair exposed from underneath the collar. And I think that looks really nice. It gives her this kind of like bangs look. I think that looks sick. I think the goggles, like being red but also being translucent, looks awesome. Love the detail on the cat cowl here and stuff. And I like that they kind of took the like cat ornament off and instead moved it to the right shoulder here. I think that looks really great. I love the little details of like scratches on the suit. It kind of shows that her suit is like just as battle worn as Batman's. I think that looks awesome. And they kind of fixed like the problem of the other suit, which like had these like buckles, but now they made them into like these little like cat buckles. I still think it's kind of unnecessary for this suit, but it adds to the design and it makes it much more sleek, even sleeker than it was before. And I love the like leather pattern on this suit, where it goes from like sort of a dull leather pattern and then to this like hexagonal pattern. And what else? Oh yeah, let's take a look at the knuckles here. I never noticed that the knuckles each had like individual cat symbols on them. I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think that's kind of a weird design choice. But the rest of the outfit looks great with like the gloves are like a part of the suit, so that's not really that much. And then I was about to like start criticizing this loop, but then I realized this is literally where her whip goes in game, so I can't really criticize that. And then the boots look very, very nice as well. I'm not a huge fan, however, of like, it looks like there's like green from like grass on her knees, which I never ever noticed that. But overall, they kind of did something weird with Catwoman in this game, whereas like every character has at least one clean design where they're like fully cleaned up, there's no battle damage. Catwoman and her suit starts out as battle damage. Like there's scratches all up on the suit. There's stains from like grass or something here, and her face is all scratched up too. Like she's a cut there, a bruise there, and then a cut and a big cut there as well. And it looks like she has a bit of a black eye. No, wait, that's just her makeup. Oh, also a thing I forgot to mention. I love that they added like little like hairs sticking out the back of the collar. I think that adds like great realism to the art style. I think that looks great. Oh, and then also like a little bit of like her sideburns are poking out from the collars, or from the cowl as well. I think that looks great. Now, it makes sense in the context of the game why Catwoman has like this like injured look and stuff, because like Riddler kidnaps her, right? So you can assume that she had a battle with Riddler before he like kidnaps her and stuff. So it makes sense. I just really wish that they provided an alternate look where Catwoman was like, she didn't have like any scars and stuff, and like her outfit was fully like cleaned up and stuff. But that's just me. And also there's like a mod that I think I already have downloaded for that, so that's not as much of a concern anymore. But we're not rating it based on mods, we're rating it based on the original design. Even with the flaws that I pointed out, overall this design is also going in S tier, because it's just as good as the original Arkham Catwoman design. I think the original Arkham Catwoman design had aspects of it that I think are better than this outfit, but this outfit also has aspects of it that are better than the Arkham City outfit. So yeah, this outfit for Catwoman is also going in S tier. The next outfit that we have is classic TV series Catwoman skin, Meow. Okay, real talk, I don't think I've ever worn this suit in ever before. I mean, like, this isn't a suit that I would ever wear, but I can still acknowledge that this is a really nice adaptation of Catwoman's 66 suit. I love that for each of the suits, they had like a very costume look to it, right? Like the sort of like cat, like necklace and stuff. And I like that they actually like added physics to the necklace, so it'll swing around and stuff. I think the belt looks really nice. Actually, the little chip on the belt is really cool there as well. I think the gloves look really cool. I like the wrinkled look to the gloves, and then I like the shoes as well. Those are very cool. The face model looks like the way that they designed Catwoman. It looks fine. Not a fan of the hair, but then again, it was like the 60s, so that was like the style. And then like overall, the mask and the cat ears, I mean, it's fine. Overall, this suit is just fine, but I would not really wear this. I think that like Catwoman's OG design is kind of the best design in this game. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna go ahead and put this suit in like C tier. It's okay. Alright, the last suit that we have for Catwoman is the 1990s Catwoman skin. Perfect. Yeah, this is also, this is a good look for Catwoman. Some things that I don't like about it, I'm not a fan of the ears. I think that, like the mask with the ears, like, the hair is kind of hard carrying this suit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the ears. I also think that the face model looks off for some reason. I'm just not a fan of the cat cowl overall. However, the rest of the detail on the bodysuit, like the lines going down and stuff, really creates this sort of realistic look for it, and I really like that. I also like the gloves and the wrinkled look on them. Also, the boots look really, really cool. Boots look really, really nice. And also, the belt looks nice. I never noticed this kind of, like, purple stitching. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's, like, purple, like, stitching, and I don't know if those are letters or something, but those look really nice. And then the Catwoman symbol at the front of the belt also looks really cool. I mean, yeah, there's not really much that I have to say. Oh, no, wait, the last part. Oh, my gosh, the hair. The hair on this suit is great. I love that it's like a bunch of hair just like sticking out of the suit. And I honestly think that it carries this design. Like, if the hair wasn't here and like it was just like this purple outfit, honestly, I think it would be like in the same tier as the 60s Catwoman suit. But this is a unique look for Catwoman, an iconic design for her. She's in her purple suit. So overall, I'll throw this suit in B tier. Anyways, on to the next outfit. And next up, we have Nightwing, Bloodhaven crime fighter, aka Dick Grayson. I'm pretty sure that the consensus with a lot of the community is that they're not huge fans of this outfit, mainly the mask. I don't really have an issue with the mask. What I have an issue with is the hair. I think the hair looks ridiculous. I'm not a fan of the hair on this outfit at all. I think that his hair in Arkham City was way, way, way better. I don't mind the mask for this outfit because of how kind of covered up the rest of the outfit is, like how much like of the color black kind of overtakes the outfit. I don't mind the mask as much. I still think Nightwing looks very intimidating. The sort of like separated like blue symbol, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I think it looks way, way, way better in Arkham City. So like the strap's kind of holding this together, like it looks okay. It looks okay. I do like the actual detailing on the black body armor though, like the sort of like leather and but then also armored look looks really sick. The belt looks cool too with the pouches on each side. However, I wish that this like sort of like triangle thing in the middle here with the belt, like I wish that was blue. I think that because this suit is in desperate need of some more blue. The boots look fine as well. Not really sure what that extra strap right there is doing. That's kind of weird. And then the gauntlets look pretty cool as well. Little bit of blue on there. Honestly, I think these straps at the back of the gauntlets could also use blue. And then overall, like the holding space for the batons at the back of the outfit also looks very nice. And then the back detailing on the armor looks nice. Overall, this is a good look for Nightwing. It's not bad. It's just his Arkham City look was way better. So you know what? I'm just going to throw this in B tier. Okay, hi, this is Editing PinkBro here. I messed up a little bit on the New 52 Nightwing suit. So essentially, I had a mod downloaded which recolored the Nightwing New 52 suit from red to blue. And so I was like, oh, well, I gotta reset that mod so that it gets the original color. So what I did was I deleted the file which had the suit in it, which I did not realize would completely remove the suit from the game. So, I'm just showing some pictures right now of the New 52 Nightwing suit. Overall, I think the suit looks pretty nice. Once again, I think the hair is kind of just okay. I like the mask, though, and I like the combination of black and red. I think the gauntlets look nice, boots look nice, but overall, I think that the next suit looks better than this one currently looks. But this one's not bad. So I'm also going to throw it in B tier with Nightwing's original Arkham Knight suit. Anyways, on to the next suit. Alright, and the final alternate suit for Nightwing in Arkham Knight is the original Arkham Nightwing skin, City Boy. Now, the criticism about this suit are exactly the same as the Arkham City suit. I just wish that the bolts weren't here on the shoulder and chest area, but other than that, this is like a perfect look for Nightwing in the Arkham franchise. I think the face model looks fantastic, mask looks fantastic, bodysuit looks fantastic. Love that they went with this sort of Jim Lee design with the sort of like blue going all the way down to the fingers. Yeah, and I love that they updated the textures for this outfit. Yeah, this outfit looks amazing. This is also going in the same ranking where the original Arkham Nightwing skin was for Arkham City. So anyways, on to the next character. Okay, next playable character we have is Harley Quinn. So, because she's not playable in the other Arkham games, I'm not going to compare her previous designs to this one. I'm just going to, we're just going to take this design as is. So let's start with the face model. Harley looks cool in this game. I actually really like the detail where on her face, you can see smudges where like the makeup is stronger and then other smudges where you can see her skin through it. That's actually an insanely good detail. It's actually insane that this game was made on Unreal Engine 3. Like, that's like a technical marvel. I think I don't know, I guess the makeup looks fine on her. I think it's, I don't know, blended in really well. Not much to say there. But I love the detail that, like, some of the makeup is faded. I think her hairstyle looks cool here. I like the bangs, and I like the colored, like, how her pigtails are colored red and black instead of the weird pink and blue that DC keeps on doing. I think that's very cool. Overall, this design is fine. The puffy sort of, like, shoulders and the collar and stuff, that looks cool. The sort of, like, actual corset and stuff combined with the skirt, I mean, it looks okay. And then the arm straps, I actually didn't notice that, like, her red arm strap is shorter than her black one. I mean, that looks cool. The sort of like puffy skirt and stuff, that looks okay, but it kind of looks like it doesn't really fit with the rest of the outfit. I feel like they could have done the skirt differently. Pants are cool. I like the sort of dirt details here. Once again, like more like grass, like stain detail on her pants, just like Catwoman. I don't know what that is about. But the pants are cool with the double Harley Quinn symbol, and then the boots are really nice as well. I like the sort of like silver Harley Quinn symbol at the back of these. So overall, this is a solid design for Harley Quinn, but I think her design in the other two games was better. Those two designs just had more aura. Like, this suit goes for like a darker sort of like color scheme for Harley Quinn, and I think Arkham City did that way better, right? And also, this design kind of does away with some of the cool choices that they made in Arkham City. Like, in Arkham City, Harley has, like, tattoos and stuff, and I thought that was a really cool choice for her. But you can't see, as far as I can see, you can't see any tattoos on Harley in this game. So, that's kind of sad. And then also, the next outfit for Harley absolutely blows this one out of the water. So, let's head on to the next design. Overall, this design for Harley Quinn, I'm going to go ahead and throw this in... Or no, wait, I'm literally such a hypocrite. I just said that I wouldn't be comparing it to the previous designs. You know what? I guess it can't be helped. Whatever. I guess I compared it to the original designs. Why not? But taking this design for Harley Quinn as is, this is a B-tier Harley Quinn design. Very inoffensive. It's not bad at all. Next up, we have the classic Harley Quinn skin, Clown Princess from the Matter of Family DLC. And this might be one of the best alternate suits in the entire Arkham franchise, because this is one-to-one a perfect recreation of Harley Quinn's classic suit in a more realistic style. Let's start with the headpiece first. First of all, the headpiece with the, like, oh my gosh, look at all the stitches on the headpiece, right? On her cowl, I guess this is a cowl. Like, look at the stitches there. Like, this is actually insane, the detail on this outfit. And I love the makeup that they did. And I love how the makeup that Harley has here is way cleaner than, like, her, like, original Arkham Knight outfit. I love that they added back in her domino mask and that she has a little bit of darkened sort of, like, makeup there around the, domino mask, so it blends in really well. And also, look at the neck piece here with all the sort of, like, details there. The, like, I don't know if that's embroidery or something, but, like, the neck piece looks insane with the detail there. I think that looks sick. And then the stitching along the entire suit is insane. It kind of makes you think, like, wait, in this universe, did Harley make this suit herself, or did she genuinely find this, like, as a costume? And I like the wrinkled look of the outfit. It looks realistic. Love the puffy sort of like gloves and wrists and stuff. And I love the stitch detail with the Harley Quinn symbol going like up and down the suit. And then also the boots look awesome as well. I mean, like, there's really nothing bad I can say about this suit. This is an awesome, awesome look for Harley Quinn. I guess you could say that the suit looks like, I don't know. I guess I was about to say like, oh, maybe it looks like too realistic. But no, like this suit looks fantastic. This is like one of the best alternate looks for a character in the Arkham games because they did this classic design for Harley Quinn so well. This suit, yeah, this is going in S tier. This is an easy S tier. This Harley Quinn look is awesome. All right, on to the next character. Okay, the next character that we have is Red Hood. And wow, Rocksteady knocked it out of the park with this Red Hood design. First of all, let's start with the headpiece. First of all, I like that he actually has a hood on, but also the face mask, the actual helmet that he has is peak, dude. I will always prefer, honestly, this helmet design for Red Hood in this game is like my favorite Red Hood helmet design of all time. I will always prefer kind of a featureless blank Red Hood helmet design before like the one where he has the wide eyes, and that's my opinion. And I love the sort of like tech look of the helmet as well. Like it looks like I don't know, like a futuristic, like this helmet seems like something you'd find in like Cyberpunk 2077. Like it just looks sick. And then the jacket looks awesome with the symbol at the back of it, and it looks like stitched together, and he like just put it together. And I also like that he sort of has like a double hoodie situation going on. Like you can see the red hoodie under the actual leather jacket. I love that you can see like the pistol magazines on the side there, and his like flashbangs at the back. I love the sort of like shin guards here, the very sort of like damaged, worn looking shin guards. Love the belt. Love that you can see sort of like more like grenades and stuff hidden under there. Gloves look really cool. Love the jacket, right? Like I love this jacket so much. I actually bought like a replica of this jacket like at a convention. Like it was that good. The only issue that I have with this look for Red Hood is the actual chest piece, right? Like the bolts right there look kind of weird, but my main issue is the symbol. Like, do you see that strap and that buckle going across the chest? Like, in my opinion, that was completely unnecessary. This design would literally be perfect if they just removed this, like, buckle strap and just had, like, the symbol, like, just the symbol there. But it's so weird that, like, the symbol is painted on top of the buckle strap. But that's the only complaint that I have about this design. So honestly, this design for Red Hood, yeah, I'm gonna hit the S tier for this outfit. This outfit's going in S tier. Okay, and the next outfit we have for Red Hood, well, the only other outfit for him is his Arkham Knight outfit. Arkham Knight Militia Commander. And I mean, the Arkham Knight's design in this game is sick. The digital mask looks amazing with the ears on top and the eyes. Looks very, very intimidating. Love the sort of like armored, like sort of like Arkham branding across all the armor. Love the sort of like blue look for the chest plate and the arm part. Love the gauntlets. I think the gauntlets look great. Love this red digital camo pattern going down like the ab area and then onto the legs. I think that looks amazing. I think it really breaks up the blue and black of the design. Love the belt with like all of the sort of like grenades and pouches and stuff that he has. And I love the boots as well for this outfit. Actually, the knee pad on the boots looks a little bit weird, but that's the only complaint that I have about this outfit. This is it. Oh, and I love the open collar right here that you can kind of see. He's shifting around a lot, but like that open collar that's kind of swinging around, I think that looks fantastic. So overall, the Arkham Knight design for Red Hood, this is an absolute peak villain design. I love this. This is also going to go in S tier. All right, on to the next character. Okay, the next character that we have is Batgirl, and I'm bringing her out here because her showcase doesn't work properly. It just kind of shows Oracle, but this design for Batgirl, hold on, let me, she needs to like finish her whatever idle animation she's doing. This design for Batgirl is literally my favorite Batgirl design of all time. This design is that good. First of all, the coloration. I love the black and gold coloration for Batgirl. In my opinion, that's how Batgirl should be designed. She should be designed with black and yellow, and then with just a touch, with just a light accent, a little sprinkling of blue or purple on like the underside of the cape, because black and yellow on Batgirl is amazing. Let's start with the cowl area. The cowl looks awesome, right? Batgirl's face model in this game is really, really good as well, so that helps. The cowl is awesome. I love the silhouette that the cowl creates. I think it also creates this this great sort of like furrowed eyebrow expression. And I think that they gave like great space for like highlighting like her eyes here in this design. I think that looks really cool. However, something I'm not a huge fan of is kind of like the earpiece part right here. I don't think it really needed to puff out like that. But that's just me. I love that they had like all of Barbara's hair, like instead of like hiding it inside of one cowl and just having her in just a cowl. I love that they made the choice to have her hair poke out of the back of the cowl, and it keeps it practical, right? It keeps all of her hair out of her face, but it also like shows off like her hair and like sort of breaks up the like black and yellow color scheme and stuff. So that's an awesome design choice that they did, having her hair sort of come out of the back of the mask. And also, I love her cape. I love that it goes across the shoulders like that. I love that she has the little bat pin keeping it together. And I love that it's black on one side and then yellow on the inside. The chest symbol looks awesome too. I love the way that the armor looks. Like, she looks very, very armored in this game. Like, honestly, her outfit, the way that her outfit looks now, the way that the Matter of Family DLC took place, like, it took place when, like, it was like years before Arkham Asylum, and the way that Batgirl looks in this game, it looks like she could be standing next to Arkham Knight Batman right now. That's how, like, advanced and armored this suit looks, and I love it. I love the belt for Batgirl, even though it looks like it's not really storing any sort of gadgets. I love the double bat symbol for, like, the chest symbol and the, belt. I think that looks awesome. Love the gloves here. Hold on, let me switch to the other side. Yeah, love the gloves here. Love the triple spikes. I kind of wish that middle spike was more like evenly spaced between the two spikes, but that's a nitpick at best. I love the like, oh my gosh, I love the knuckle design here too. The glove is really well designed. Pants design looks really nice, and I also really like the boots with the bat symbol as well. I know some people aren't a fan of like symbols repeating in an outfit, but when it's done well like this, like with the knees, then the belt, then the chest symbol, and then like the pin with the helmet, I think it all looks really, really, really nice. So overall, Batgirl's design in this game is S tier. This is an easy S tier for Batgirl. But because she has a cape, we have to take a look at her cape spread. There's nothing to really compare it to, except for, like, Batman himself. But overall, very, very nice cape spread. Nice bat silhouette. Perfect arm and hand coverage. Excellent cape spread for Batgirl. Yeah, this is a fantastic design for Batgirl. S tier. Easy. All right, on to our final character. Okay, and the final character that we have to rank in all of the Arkham games is Azrael, Protector for the Order of Saint Dumas. This is Michael Lane, Azrael, and this is a fantastic design for Azrael. I really have no complaints here. I love that they went with, like, the damaged look for the armor, since it seems like, he's more of, like, I don't know, I guess it seems like, I mean, Azrael doesn't nearly have as much access to, like, the advanced technology that Batman does, so this is a really good kind of, like, weathered, look for Azrael's outfit. Love the red and white used here. I love the sort of, like, storytelling where there's, like, blood stains, but I love that he has design similarities to Batman with the arm spikes on his gauntlets, and I think the gauntlets look great. I like the knuckle part there. Love the sword with his outfit. I just have to say that. I think that the boots and stuff look great. I love this, like, bloodied bandages all throughout the outfit. I love this, like, cloth, but then you can see chainmail underneath. I think that looks sick. I love the sort of, like detailed shoulder area, shoulder armor here. And also, I love the cape with the straps. Even though it doesn't make sense for him to be able to glide with the cape like this, I love the sort of, like, separated cape like this. And I love that his symbol is also going across his hood as well, and creating, like, a sort of, like more of, like, a hood, like, end piece in front of his face. I think that looks really cool. And his face mask, honestly, I would kind of want his face mask to be a little bit more, like, defined and detailed. But overall, this is an excellent design for Arkham Azrael, and I think it was a perfect improvement upon the Arkham City version. So yeah, because he technically does have a cape, let's take a look at his cape spread. All right, let's take a look at the cape spread for Azrael. And I mean, it's pretty much what you'd expect. I mean, there's technically arm and hand coverage. I mean, I can't really compare this to anything because it doesn't even make sense that he can glide. but he's literally just supposed to be a Batman copy, so that's it. I mean, his cape spread is like, it's fine. I wish it was a little bit fuller, but that's not really the main aspect of this design for Azrael. So honestly, I'm willing to let it go. But honestly, this design for Azrael, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this at A tier. This is a really, really good design for Azrael. Okay, that is all of our characters in all of the Batman Arkham games. So let's go back to the tier list and let's get more detailed on where exactly we would rank all the outfits in their certain tiers. Okay, let's do it.
Are you kidding me? I literally fully edited this video before I finally realized that I forgot to rank New 52 Robin's skin. I mean, I don't know, the skin is fine, I guess. I'll put it in B tier. The other Robin skins are way better. Anyways, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that skin. Alright, well, let's get to the final tier list.
Okay, everyone, final part. Now that we have all of the suits ranked in their respective tiers in the tier list, we're gonna rank them within the tiers. So, like, what's the best of F tier, what's the best of S tier, all of that stuff. So, we're gonna start at the bottom. What is the best suit of F tier? I'm also now realizing that I said D tier for multiple suits earlier on in the video, so I look like a fool right now. What I meant by D tier was like F tier. So, yeah. Let's continue on. Anyway, what is the best suit of F tier? What out of all these suits that I have worn would I be most likely to wear? I guess the best suit of F tier is Robin's suit, since like I would wear it. It's just not a great design. Out of these Batman suits, what would I wear? Honestly, the Dark Knight. Actually, no, I'd be more likely to wear the first appearance suit from Arkham Knight, then the Dark Knights of Steel suit, because if I can recall correctly, that had a pretty good cape spread. Probably first appearance would be more likely there. This suit, I mean, it's honestly between the worst one. It's honestly between Thrill Killer and the Earth. Is this Earth 2 Batman? I guess I'd be more likely to wear the Thrill Killer. So yeah, we'll range this in F. The worst of F tier, and in my opinion, the worst suit is the Earth 2 Batman suit. I'm not rocking with this suit at all. And the best of F tier is that absolutely horrendous Tim Drake design from Arkham Knight. Alright, moving on to C tier. What is the best of C tier? Okay, this got more difficult. Well, let me... Okay, what's the worst? Let's start out with the worst. Usually it's easier to determine the worst suit. The worst suit of C tier, I'm sorry, I have to do this Batman 2022 suit. It's just the low texture details and just like the miscoloring on the suit. I cannot look past that. That is the worst of C tier. Honestly, I think that the Catwoman suit is better than the Robin suit. Is it better than any of the Batman suits or the suits ahead? No, it's not. It's gonna stay there. Dark Knight Returns, though... Actually, oh gosh, you know what? I'm actually going to put Dark Knight Returns below the Catwoman one. The Catwoman one, the Catwoman 1966 suit just gets ahead of Dark Knight Returns Batman. It's not ahead of 70s Batman. So there's that. Is 70s Batman ahead? I would wear 70s Batman over Batman Noel. I would also wear it over Batman Incorporated, and definitely over that Flashpoint suit. Yeah, actually, this Flashpoint suit, because of that cape spread... Oof. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it right there. If the game will just let me, I'm gonna put it right there next to the Battinson suit. Deathstroke. Is the Judas Contract Deathstroke better than 1970s Batman? I would say so. 1 million suit better than all of these? No. I would say it's above the Batman Incorporated suit. New 52 Batman, this isn't a bad suit, actually. Maybe I was a little harsh on this one. I'm not going to move it up to B tier, though. I would say it's better than the 1 million suit, not better than the Bronze Age. Judas Contract Deathstroke, that's better. Long Halloween Catwoman, where would I put her? I would say that Long Halloween Catwoman suit is better than... I'd say it's better than the Noel suit, up until that point. And then Year 1 Batman... as much as I have problems with that suit, it's still a decent Batman suit, so I guess I would wear it over the Batman Incorporated suit. So top of C tier is going to be Deathstroke's Judas Contract suit. Alright, moving on to B tier. What's the worst suit of this B tier? Well, I mean, I guess the suit that I'm least likely to wear, right, would be the Bruce Wayne training suit. I mean, there's just, I think the vigilante look is better. Oh gosh, the Arkham Origin suit. Sorry, this is so much to digest. Where would I put Harley Quinn? Honestly, her design goes above. Actually, sorry, I'm totally confusing this. Let's just rank the, oh my gosh, how am I gonna range this? Give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and think about this for a moment. Okay, we're back. I just gotta lock in. All right, what is the best suit of B tier? Out of all these suits, which one would I wear the most? Okay, best suit of B tier? Okay. Honestly, the armored suit is really good. I really do like the armored suit. Ooh, okay. Best suit of B tier? For now, I'm gonna keep the armored suit there. Second best suit? I mean, objectively, I'm gonna have to put the 240% suit. Oh no, wait, hold on. I think Arkham City Robin is better than the 240 suit. It's also better than the armored suit. Okay, best suit of B tier so far is Robin. Year 1 Batman, yeah, that's, or Earth 1 Batman, that one's definitely gonna go down. Batman Incorporated Arkham City version, that's definitely, like, above, some, but not near the top. Okay. Harley Quinn, where would she rank in this? Huh. Like, third best suit, Nightwing, I'd say Nightwing's up there. Next suit that I would put, honestly, I would put the anime Batman suit. Let's go ahead and move that there. Also, 90s Catwoman. Let's move her up there. Long Halloween Batman. Yeah, let's move him there. Zur-En-Arrh Batman. Put that there. You know what? Brightest Day Batman. Let's move him behind Zur-En-Arrh. Batman Noel. Let's do that. Let's do him right there, too. And Gotham by Gaslight. Next Batman suit, would it be, honestly, Batman Incorporated suit is not bad. We're gonna switch around him and Earth 1 Batman. Then, like, next best would probably be, I'd probably do Justice League 3000. Oh gosh, then I would do, wait, hold on. I would do New 52 Nightwing above Batman Incorporated Arkham City Batman. That was a mouthful. Okay, next suit that I would do, probably, I mean, actually, let's do the Arkham Origins Adam West suit. Then let's do the 2 animated series suits. I think that Robin's was done slightly better than Nightwing's, just because Nightwing doesn't have the mullet. Then I guess I'd put the Arkham Origins Batman suit. Yeah, I'd also put the Adam West above Earth 1 Batman. I'd put the Vigilante look. I'd put Harley Quinn above there. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's take a look at B tier now. Alright, so top of B tier, we have Arkham City Robin. Literally just because he has that hood up, and I just think they look better in this game. I'm not mad at that, top of B tier. Armored Batman, top of B tier. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna stand on that. Then, like, fourth best, or no, wait, yeah, then third, the 240% suit. Honestly, I think that the New 52 Nightwing is better than this design for Nightwing. I'm gonna get cooked for having the anime Batman suit so high. I know a lot of people would place that in F tier, but I really, really like this suit. Hold on. Is the Catwoman suit better than the Long Halloween suit? No. Is it better than Zur-En-Arrh? I would say so. Is this better than Zur-En-Arrh? Actually, yeah. No, it's not. It's not better than Zur-En-Arrh. Actually, I'd put Justice League 3000 a couple steps up over these suits. I'd actually put it, I'd go so far, I'll put it right next to the Brightest Day suit. Yeah, I don't know why I'm ranking the 66 Batman solo. Actually, let's put them right there. Let's put them right there. The animated series suits, I don't want to put them so low, actually. Honestly, I think I'm more likely to wear the animated series suits than the Adam West suits. So we'll put those there. Yeah, that Arkham Origins suit is just, it from Arkham Knight is not good. Earth 1 Batman, not a fan. Harley Quinn, is she above Vigilante? Yeah, this design is above Vigilante Batman. It's above Origins Batman. It's also above the Adam West suits. Is it above the animated series designs? Yes. Yes, it's above this. I mean, yeah, it's above that. Yes, I would say it's above the Noel suit. Yes, it's above Justice League 3000. I think it's equal with Brightest Day. Okay, this is the final ranking for B. Best suit of B tier, Batman Arkham City, Nightwing, and then worst suit of B tier is going to be basic Initiation Bruce Wayne. Alright, next tier. Okay, moving on to A tier. Alright, so we have, what do I think is the best suit of A tier, just off the rip? This can change later. Honestly, the suit that I am feeling most for best of A tier, I'm going to actually go ahead and say the 1 year later Robin suit. I think that that's the best of A tier so far. Then I'd put Injustice Batman. I would rock this suit a lot. Then, yeah, I would do Earth 2 Batman. Injustice, yeah, then which one would be better, though? I think Earth 2 Batman from Origins is better than the one from Night. Then I would put... Honestly, then I'd put the Keaton suit. Then I would do probably Injustice Deathstroke right there. Then, honestly, this recolor is probably going to go bottom of A tier. Azrael's got a really good design, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'd put him above, above Arkham Knight, Earth 2 Batman. Batman v Superman, is that... I think I'd wear this skin over the Keaton suit. Iconic Dark Knight suit. I'd put it... Yeah, I'd put it there. Sinestro Corps Batman. Wait, hold on. Sleeper Hit. Yeah, it's better than that one. Yeah, I'd wear it over that. Yes. Because just the cowl on the Sinestro Corps suit is done so well, I can't get over it. Yeah. Over Azrael? Over Azrael's design in this game? No, I think it's equal with Azrael. I don't think Azrael's worse than that suit. And like, I'm talking about worse, and all the suits are in A tier. Dark Knight Batman, would I wear... I would wear Dark Knight Batman over Blackest Night Batman. The animated series suits, these are both really good, but I think I would wear all of these suits over this. And then, the main question is, do I put Injustice Batman over 1 year later Robin? No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, so this is A tier. Best suit of A tier, I'm going to say the 1 year later Robin suit. Worst suit of A tier is going to be the Dark Knight suit from Batman Arkham Origins. Okay, on to S tier. Okay, now we are at S tier. These are the best suits for any character that the entire Arkham franchise has to offer. What do I think is the best suit of S tier off the rip? And this can be adjusted later. You know what? I gotta go with the Arkham City suit. That's Aura incarnate. I'm not sure if anything's beating the Arkham City suit. Then, like, second best suit, yeah, I'd put the Arkham Asylum suit there as well. These are, like, Batman's best looks. Third best look, honestly, I gotta throw Arkham City Catwoman up there. This is an iconic design for her. Then, like, fourth best. Hold on. I want to put... Batgirl's going to go way higher later, but fourth best... Honestly, for fourth best, I would do the classic Harley Quinn suit. This is just... Actually, no, wait. Above Arkham Asylum Joker? No. Harley Quinn's going to go right there for now. Then, what other suit do I want to move up there? Gosh, the Nightfall Batman suit is really good. Actually, you know what? Let's move up Arkham Origins Batman up there. Yeah, let's move above. But wait, I think Batgirl is above Arkham Origins Batman. I'm going to stand on that. This is an iconic design for Batgirl, too. Gosh, this is hard. Oh, wait, original Arkham suit, Arkham Knight version. It's not better than Catwoman, not better than Joker. I don't think it's better than the Harley... No. Yeah. Okay. And then next... Okay, Arkham Knight Catwoman. I mean, where would I put her? I think the Arkham City design is better. But... Is it better than that? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, I'll put it below for now. Oh, where would I put Arkham City Nightwing? I put Arkham City Nightwing above this. I put it above this. Would I put it above Arkham Origins Batman? No, I wouldn't. Okay, wait, hold on. Red Hood. Huh. Ooh, wait, let's go to, the bat suit that Batman wears at the beginning of Arkham Knight. Where would I put this suit? Is it above the Origins suit? No, it's... Wait. Actually, this suit's really, really good. Is it above Origins? Yeah, actually, I'm putting it above Origins. Oh, wait, Deathstroke. Hold on. I think the Deathstroke design is better than this suit. Is it better than Batgirl? Yes, I think it's better than Batgirl. Not better than Harley Quinn, though. Oh, gosh. What else would I put? Ooh, Red Hood. Yeah, let's put Red Hood above the original Arkham suit there. What about the Batman Beyond suits? Would I put Batman Beyond? Yeah. Would I put it above Bronze Age Batman, though? Would I put it above Bronze Age Batman? Yes, I would. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move Bronze Age Batman above Arkham Knight Catwoman. And I'm also gonna do it over original Arkham skin, Batman from Arkham Knight. Is it above Red Hood's design, though? Actually, you know what I think it is? Whoa, the Bronze Age suit is really, really, really moving up. Okay, where else would I move this? This is getting really, really difficult, guys. All these suits are goated, though. I mean, honestly, the suit out of all of these that I am the least likely to wear would be the Dark Knight Returns suit. That does not mean this is a bad suit by any means. This is still an S-tier suit. Okay, now how am I gonna arrange the rest of S-tier? Oh my gosh. Is the Batman Beyond suit, the Arkham City version, above Arkham Knight Catwoman? Yes, I would say so. Above the original Arkham suit from Arkham Knight? No, it's not. Okay, would I put the Red Robin suit above, Arkham Knight Catwoman? Would I? No, honestly, I think these are equal. Would I put original Arkham City Nightwing from Knight above Red Robin? No, I wouldn't. I would put the Nightfall suit above this Nightwing suit, though. Is it above? Yeah, I think it's above the Red Robin suit, actually. I think it's above Arkham Knight Catwoman. I think it's above Arkham City Batman Beyond. I think it's above the original Arkham Batman suit from Knight. Is it above the Red Hood design? No, I think it's equal, so I'm gonna keep Red Hood above the Nightfall suit. Who else do we have? Oh, the Arkham Knight suit. Okay. It's better than OG Arkham Nightwing in Arkham Knight. Is it better than the Red Robin suit? You know what? Yeah, I'll say it's better than the Red Robin suit. Is it better than Arkham Knight Catwoman? Yes, I would say that. Honestly, I think it's kind of equal with the Batman Beyond suit from Arkham City. I think it's slightly better, though. Not above the original Arkham suit, though. No. Oh, and then this is the damaged version. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to put it right next to the Dark Knight Returns suit because I just prefer my suits cleaned up. Arkham Knight. Do I put that above original Tim Drake Robin? No, I don't. Original Tim Drake Robin. I would put it above Arkham Knight Batman Beyond. I would put it above this Nightwing. I would put it above the Red Robin suit. Yes, above Catwoman. Or Arkham Knight Catwoman. Yes, above the Batman Beyond suit. Yeah, above this suit. You know what? Also above the original Arkham skin. Above Nightfall, though? Yes, I would say that. Yes, above Red Hood. Not above Bronze Age Batman, though. Okay, good. Alright, and then I think the final suit that we kind of gotta arrange is where does the Batman Beyond Knight version of the suit go? Oh, gosh. It's above Arkham Knight. It's above the three behind it, for sure. Above Arkham City Nightwing? No, I think it's equal. I think I actually slightly prefer Arkham City Nightwing, though. Okay, that's S tier. The best suit of S tier, and the best Batman suit in any of the Arkham games, in my opinion, is the Arkham City Batman suit. I think they got as close to perfection as I think they could with this suit. And then the worst suit of S tier is the Dark Knight Return suit, but it's the worst suit of S tier, so it's still an absolutely exceptional suit. Now, I want one last check over. Would I move anything else into S tier? No, I'm solid in all of my predictions. So everyone, this is the definitive tier list, in my opinion, for all of the alternative suits for all characters in the Arkham franchise. The best suit in S tier, the Batman Arkham City suit, and then the worst suit of all of them would be the Earth 1 Batman suit from Batman Arkham Origins. This is the definitive tier list for me, but please let me know your thoughts in the comments. What suits are your favorite? Where else would you arrange the suits? And which suits do you think I overrated? Which suits do you think I underrated? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is my first full-length YouTube video, so I really don't know how this is kind of gonna, how this is gonna hit, or how well this is gonna go, but I really enjoyed making it. So yeah, I'm PinkBro. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.